is over. Before you know you're older. So sober, alone, look, you getting my cold shoulder. You crying like it's rain. You causing all the pain. No closure, I'm colder. You getting nothing, Joker.
Get down.
Before you know you're older. She getting my cold shoulder. No closure, I'm colder. She getting nothing, Joker. Clock's ticking, time is over. Before you know you're older. So sober, alone, look, she getting my cold shoulder. You crying like it's rain. You causing all the pain. No closure, I'm colder. She getting nothing, Joker. Joker. Joker, 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 Joker. Clock's ticking, time is over. Before you know you're older. So sober, alone, look, you getting my cold shoulder. You crying like it's rain. You causing all the pain. No closure, I'm colder. You getting nothing, Joker.
I just realized I've built walls a mile high to protect my heart, but now I'm all alone, stuck on the inside. The heart doesn't need a castle, it needs a bridge. Been too scared that I'd unravel. Brick by brick, I built these walls. Now I know that I am strong. Just watch me tear them down. I'm gonna tear them down. If it couldn't break your heart, is it really love? If it can't tear you apart, is it really love? Just watch me march towards the battle. I'm gonna tear down this castle. I'm gonna tear down this castle. I'm gonna tear down this castle. Me march. If it couldn't break your heart, is it really love? If it can't tear you apart, is it really love? If it couldn't break your heart, is it really love? If it can't tear you apart, is it really love? I criticized myself for trusting lies. I know I can't hide, 'cause then I'd be alone, stuck on the inside. The heart doesn't need a castle, it needs a bridge. Been too scared that I'd unravel. Brick by brick, I built these walls. Now I know that I'm enough. Just watch me tear them down. I'm gonna tear them down. If
but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Go wish. Go wish. Go wish. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Go wish. Go wish. Go wish. Go wish. Versace.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope you boys are having a wonderful, beautiful day. Sorry for being late. Yes, a couple questions. Yes, I fell in a toilet bowl, so I had to get myself out. So, you know, these things happen regularly. You wake up, fall in, you gotta be escaping for your life. There's sharks. But then you come back to the stream, and yes, question, are we doing EU and NA? The answer is both. We're doing PTR. EU and NA both have access to PTR. There was a link in the announcements. Hopefully you saw it, and hopefully you watched it. In order to get PTR yourself, you have to download it. I had a link down in the description. I had an announcement on YouTube, a link in Discord. Hopefully reach the most of you that it can, but let's just get on PTR, boys. We finally get the pre-patch on PTR for Shadowlands to finally work. Isn't that exciting? Isn't that so cool? It actually works. It actually works. Also, I am thinking of getting a new microphone. I listened to the quality of this one. It's not bad. It served me for a while, but dude, at this point, I gotta upgrade. I can't be what? Like, I need to get like a real streamer microphone. I feel like at this point, get a new one of these, new boom arm, get myself a actual like audio interface thing, get myself a nice professional microphone as well. I think Credit is linking. We need beta duels. Yo, dude, I would love to get beta duels if more people were in the beta. Sadly, though, not a lot of people are on the beta yet. The ability needs to be doing a lot better with Invite Zero. But hey, boys, all doing? Welcome back to another stream. Hope all of you are having a motherfucking good one, dude. Let me get the music back up and running, fam. How are all you doing, boys? It is time for some motherfucking 5V5 1v1s over on the PTR. We'll do beta at some point. We'll do beta at some point when more of you guys are on there. Rip Mike, you live long. Yo, dude, microphones, like, eventually you have to replace, dude. This one served me a good bit, but you eventually, dude, you have to adjust. You have to move on, you know what I mean? You have to move on. So, log on PTR, boys. Have you seen LA Shamans on Channel 1? Yes, I have. I've seen that CDO clip. They apparently pop in Ascendance and just lava burst is just going brrrr. It's kind of nutty, dude. What's the name of the song? It's fire. This song, I can give you the link to what I'm listening to right now. My southern stuff is NCS. Alrighty, boys. Hopefully this works. Log on PTR, boys. How many of you have PTR? How many of you got PTR, man? We're gonna give the PTR a solid run, though. If you guys have PTR, please help your boy out. We got my man, Dal Prime, looking all primed up and ready to go, ready to commentate and view over the duels. He got a nice little crown. His hair is all nice and done. Nice and did. You got all a nice little vest jacket in there. You got a sniper scope, not to snipe people, but to see the duels up close and personal. You know what I mean? But yeah, how excited are you to completely delete people in one kidney shot? Kind of. Probably gonna happen. It's pretty much happening right now in the beta rune. How you doing, my man? Me, but I can't log in right now. Into PTR? Is it like bugged? I'm on PTR. Fuck yeah, dude. Let's go. All you guys. So PTR is a public test realm. Again, check out Discord. There's an announcement section in Discord. You can find the link down below. That's probably the fastest, easy ways to reach Discord and reach any of the updates there. But check Discord. I posted the video there that I posted a month ago at this point, about how to get PTR to check out stuff for yourself, because PTR has all the class changes and customizations there. So like, we're good to go. AJ with the donut, my man. How you doing, my dude? Alright, man, sounds good. We'll see you there in a bit. Yo, can we get a hashtag AJ in chat? Showing appreciation for one for my man. Thank you so much. We appreciate you, my man. Who the hell is messaging me? We got Atho group ready, my dude. Kragar with a ++. We got a 5 people Q versus Kragar. Let's go. What are you doing, friend? Duels. Let's kill you, mine. Yeah, boys. It's time for the real boys, man. It's time for the dudes that really matter. Fuck all them guildies and shit like that, dude. I don't need them. I just need the boys. Is this gonna darken everyone's, Wait, what? Really? Can this get a little darker too? Nice. I want to make sure I see you guys just fine. Here we go. Down on hashtag 1340. It's that easy, boys. That easy. Download PTR. It shouldn't take too long, though. Better be winning. You should. Come on, dude. Little keep the stream. We got your boys in here. If you guys got groups, man, let me know. So, hey, Domino probably here. What's up, man? How you doing, my dude? Why is my whispers not like darkened? I like him darker like that so I can see him a little bit easier. I got those old man eyes, dude. You know what I mean? You're kidding me. Alrighty. So hopefully most of you guys know how to do the groups. So groups will be done through LFG. Just make a group in LFG. And list yourself something like custom PvP, start a group, call it something like 5V5 1v1 Duels, Dalaran. As long as you have the number 5 in there, that's all you need. And let people know to join in. If you want to let people in the chat, right? People watching know that we got a PTR Alliance group or a PTR Horde group. Let them know. If you're to advertise that you have a group up and running, hit list group. Get 4 people to make a 5-man group. 4 people plus you is 5. Once you have a 5-man group, add me on real ID, Dalaran hashtag 1340. I'm pretty sure Kren will be posting that stuff from time to time. Can we get some hearts in Kren for being a goddamn beauty, helping people out and shit like that, dude? Help people out, even though that's all the information you can find down in the description below, as well as on Discord, where Kren doesn't really need to be posting this, but let's at least give a nice heart to Kren for being nice and patient with all you rambunctious people. So yeah, you can find all the info down below, but I'm pretty sure Kren is out here helping everybody out. Again, why the fuck does it not? All the new whispers, I want it to be like a little darker. Group alley ready? Got a full group. Yo, boys, let's go. We gotta get Azeroth Kragar first, and then we'll start mixing and matching all you boys in here, okay? We'll try to get it done as many groups as possible, man. I would even like to do a group. Maybe like Seavark and Azeroth can make a group together full of the best Horde players and the best of the best Alliance players and make an Alliance versus Horde duel against one another. I think that could be a lot of fun. Let's get Kragar and Atheman first up and running. Be sure to be out of LFG when you guys are queuing for these. Make sure once you have your group, leave LFG. Otherwise, you're going to have some bugs. Okay, it's gonna be a lot, man. It's gonna be a lot for the rambunctiousness. Yo, dude. PGR is acting up for me. Well, hopefully it'll work itself out. It is gonna be a little bit weird, okay? PGR is a little bit buggy. It's not... Yeah, it's still buggy. As you can see, it only shows 4 people per team. It needs to do something with scaling of these nameplates. There needs to be something with the nameplate scaling that is just not applied right now. So there's only so much we could do with this. So it only will show 4 people on each team. But trust me, there is 5 people, okay? Switch. It's gonna be a little weird. But there it is. Yeah, we got team, I guess team 1 with Zab gonna be first up. As it looks like an enhanced with Shaman. We got ourselves also Christina as a Feral. We got Demoniac as Saras here. I don't know why you changed the name, but the Mog is the same as the Demonology Warlock. Crazy Nail probably is a red, and Atha as a red versus we got ourselves and Cause as what looks like an Unholy Death. It could be a Frost, actually, the 2-hand. What is going on with the texture? Missing out completely. We got Love, Lido, Vivo as well, probably as a Marksman Hunter. Looks like Cracker is going to be first up. Maybe Embargo going to be first up. I think they'll try to figure out who's going first. Looks like Zap is actually attacking everybody else on the other team pretty quickly. Gonna be Embargo though, trying to get a Zap. Kidney shot coming out. Big Subbrook burst with a cheap shot right after the kidney shot. Gonna be one more cheap shot. Zap is gonna have to pop all the defenses in the world. There was a little bit of a confusion. Big blood of the enemy coming out for Zap, but Embargo I think is gonna have, it's so hard to swap to him, but that's gonna be him popping into a Vanish. No idea what cooldowns Embargo has. No idea what Zap got on cooldowns either, boys. We can't see them, and maybe I'll mess around with the health bars a little, but it looks like Zap I think is trying to maybe get back for the Warlock health set. I think it's exactly what he's trying to grab, running into the enemy team or into his team of allies, and Embargo is going to go for a bit of a reset himself. Zap needs to go for as much self kills as possible. Looks like he's actually just going to pass out. I'm not really sure what's going on. He kind of ran out here. It looks like he's trying to play dead. I think he's literally trying to play dead against Embargo. Embargo's giving opportunities like, I'm not sure what you're going to do. Kidney shot coming out onto Zap. Looks like that might be done and done from the enhancement Shaman. Went in for all the bursts. It looks like he's going to be in the Tiger Den with Christina up next. Swapping to Christina is going to be number 2, but it looks like blind onto Christina immediately. Do they use a trinket though? Trinkets no longer an honor talent. You actually have to equip one in your bags. There's not a lot of trinkets really available for you to craft. There is craftable trinkets. They give you a lot of stamina. But for now, there's just not a lot. Christina is going to get hit with all the saps. Shadow Strike coming out by Embargo into Kidney shot to follow. Big Shadow Strike's coming out. Christina popping in the bark skin, but it's still so much damage going through the bark skin. Almost like knife through butter. Christina popping in any maybe more walls. Maybe walls necessary. Is going to try to get as many of those swipes onto Embargo. Trying to just leap on top of him. Tricky coming out for Embargo. Away from the big old dress. Evasion available. Huge damage on Christina. Popping a Barrier Foam in the last second. Trying to go for Frenzy region while Embargo gets some cooldowns. Was that a Cloak of Shadows or Evasion? It's really hard to tell because we don't see Embargo's cooldowns here. I will try to mess around with the health bars, by the way, to see if maybe if we can shrink them on the left and right. But it might be the way the PTR goes. Christina taking mad amounts of damage. Is going to land in capacity to roar into Embargo. Try to see if he can sneak away. Christina's super low on health. Still cheap shot. Is that going to be the end? Embargo does get the last eviscerate necessary for it. Crazy Nelly is going to be up next. Looks like F4 and 4. Because, look, Crazy Nelly is second from the top on the left side. Normally, there will be a 2. But when I press 2, it switches me to Christina. So, it's almost like if I am swapping to wrong players, I do heavily apologize, boys. I really apologize. Heirloom Trinket for those fighting Fire 5s? Yes, get the Heirloom Trinket. Go to Stormwind or Orgrimmar, and you can just buy it right then and there if you don't have it. Just buy it. You don't even need to upgrade it, I don't think. Because I think it scales to your max level anyway. So I don't think you need to add upgrades. But if anything, upgrades don't give you that much more stam. I don't think. Crazy Nelly does have the Consecration as a Retribution Paladin to maybe find Embargo. Are they going to be able to do so, though? With Crazy Nelly, as you can see on the left side of the screen, you actually can see the cooldowns. Bubble Bop, Shield of Vengeance, Rebuke, Wake of Ashes, and Wings. And that's going to be cool. Oh my god. Crazy Nelly popping in Wings while Kidney shot it? What is going on? Was that a wing? Was that a Vision of Perfection proc? Because he literally popped Wings while it looks like it wasn't real Wings. Oh my god, I'm swapping to the wrong person. But it looks like Crazy Nelly had to go through Bubble, Shield of Vengeance, and the Rogue just catches himself a reset. So Crazy Nelly might have burned too many cooldowns against Embargo as a sub-rogue, losing all the corruptions. It doesn't even seem like he's playing any kind of crazy... It doesn't even seem like he's playing... Wait, you can actually even see the way he's facing it. Look at that, it's like a line. You can see like a straight line where he's facing. It's so weird. Oh my god, the circle under them, dude. That looks kind of interesting. Big execute sentence on the embargo. Crazy Nelly tried to make some big plays. Is that gonna be a nice shadow step? Missing the shadow step. Execute sentence is gonna connect with embargo. He still catches a restealth. Either way, the Crazy Nelly got a bunch of damage available, but that's gonna be a stab by the rogue on their cooldowns as they're ready to go. It looks like they're not gonna be able to. An embargo is gonna wait out the cooldowns. Nelly out of a bop, out of a bubble. I'm not really sure why they're burning so many immunities immediately against embargo, knowing there's gonna be CC chains. Embargo does get Shadow Blades back. Is gonna get a Shadow Strike Killer Shot onto Nelly. Huge eviscerates, mad damage. Embargo just dumpsters Nelly out of this arena. Atham, man, it's gonna be next one up as a paladin. Can they do what Nelly could not? I guess we'll just have to wait and see. As embargo is just gonna have to be the last one left, I guess. Wait, still first one actually. Maybe the only one is what I meant to say. The one and only. We are finally hitting into dampening the only. Actually, we have so many duels. So many people died already. As we're hitting that 1% dampening only now. It looks like Athaman. Okay, he is number 5. Okay. It's so weird for me to swap to. I think it's 1. That's taking mad damage out of the sub-rogue. The Shadow Strike's out flying. Atha is going to have to get himself up. The big Seraphim ready with an Execute Sentence. Trying to build up some big damage to embargo. It's going to be Final Reckoning. Try to see if he can catch up to the Rogue. Rogue does go for a Smoke Bomb. Shadow Step into Atha. Big Execute Sentence connected. Cloaker Shot is coming out late. It might be embargo going down. Does get himself advantage to the last second. Does Athaman get to find him though? Embargo super low on health. Eyes not available on this side of the arena. I don't know if the eyes are available on the other side of the arena or not. Looks like the eyes might have not even spawned into the arena yet. Do they even spawn? Or maybe they did spawn and we just don't get to see them. Did they spawn? Does Athaman see them? I think Athaman is looking. Did he pick up eyes? If he did pick up eyes, we don't get to see the eyes ourselves for spectator mode. But looks like Atha did mad damage to embargo. The rogue still had advantage though. What other defenses does the rogue have? I wish we could really see. But looks like we won't be able to see until embargo is down actually, because we will be able to see everybody else's defenses. Big damage into Atha. Getting the Shadow Strike's doing mad setup. Cheap shot into a blind. Doesn't get any cooldowns out of Atha though, as embargo is going to go for another reset. The resets for embargo have just been absolutely hard to deal with. And I don't think embargo is playing any kind of Azeroth traits or essences. Oh, Azeroth traits obviously is playing those. I wonder which ones you would be playing. But I know he's not playing any. It doesn't look like he's playing any active essences, right? So maybe it's just conflict and strife. So maybe all this damage is just literally sub-rogue dam on its own by itself, which is a little bit scary because if this is how good it is now, imagine where all the classes kind of sort of rely on their on their essences currently. Versus subtlety in Shadowlands level 60. It's going to be a little bit rough there, boys. It's going to be a little bit rough. Athaman is gonna. I think he does get the eyes though. We don't. Oh wait, the eyes are here. Okay, so maybe they did pick up eyes again earlier. Maybe that's what. Maybe that's what Crazy Cat was trying to do the whole time. Bubble coming out for Athaman. Embargo, does he have the defenses to deal with this? Try to see if he can sprint away from Atha. Does not have any ways to slow the rogue. Looks like it might be a quick getaway for Embargo though. Does he get to Atha? It's going to leap after him. The Shadow Step comes out in the last second. And that's going to be Embargo escaping Athaman. Paladin quickly mounts up, trying to see if he can maybe catch back up to Embargo. Does not have the Spectral Side at this point. So Embargo does get to play around Atha completely. Just choosing when he wants to go in and attack him. And choosing when he doesn't want to. Man, this game is really friendly to sub-rogues. Is this how life is going to be? Big Shadow Strike by Embargo to get that up and running into a killer shot onto Atha. Big damage coming out right now. Lots of setup. Cheap shot right out to huge damage on Atha. Does have a Shield of Vengeance if he needs to. That's going to be a bubble. I'm not sure what that shield was, but that before that Shield of Vengeance comes back, Embargo does end up sniping Atha out of it with Saras. Which one is Saras? He's number 3. Okay. Yeah, again, if I swap again to wrong people, I'm so sorry. Sarah's playing the Demonology, dropping down Boscourge Bombers down below in case Embargo's nearby. Looks like Embargo is nowhere near that position. That's going to be Succubus getting set up to the side. Should be able to use the Succubus to stop the Rogue's Opener. Is going to deny the Rogue's Opener. Trinket not being used by Embargo here, even though he has mad advantage. Sarah's going to go about this. He's going to get a Shadow Bolt in. Into a stun, Vile Feed to fall again. The pets up and running Dreadstalkers as well. Embargo goes in for immediate advantage, seeing Saras going for quite a few of these pets. It's going to be a Vile Fiend and Felguard available. And Embargo decided, you know what? I don't want to deal with it. Probably has a Cloak of Shadows available for the Tyrant if necessary. Again, we can't see his cooldowns. I don't know how to really shrink the health bars on the sides. Hopefully we'll be able to at some point. Get a shout out to Saris. It's going to be another succubus CC. So it looks like, oh, Saris does burn a wall for this one, though, which is very unfortunate. It's going to be able to use that wall to get a couple Shadow Bolts back to back with the Voodoo Rod, Trinket Doll onto Embargo, blind onto Saris. It's going to trinket that blind. Embargo is going to be able to land a big kidney shot later. That is evasion for Embargo against that succubus pet. Is going to be throwing down a Crucible with a damage over time. The pet is going to get on top of Embargo. It's going to get calm points up and running. Vilefin getting summoned, so Embargo has 2 pets to deal with. Kidney shot onto Saris. Does he go for another Succubus CC? Looks like he's not going to go for it. The Vilefin should be doing quite a bit of damage. Succubus CC does come out. Try to get a stun onto Embargo. Smoke bombing it in as it drops down. Shadow Step into Saris. Does get to bait him. And now he's back up on top of the platform, but cannot escape the pets. Trying to see if he can escape the pets. Saris jumping down. Is sneaking away. A Crucible in between. Embargo is going to get attacked by the Succubus before he catches a re-stealth. That's going to be Bioscourge Bombers on one side. Pet on the other. Saris might be able to make something happen off of this. I'm just going to go by his name, by the way. It normally would be Daedra, but I'm going to go with Saris just because that's the name. You know what I mean? Big damage out of Embargo. Mortal Coil by Saris. Embargo might be hit by the Shot of Fear. Looks like it's not going to hit. Cloak of Shadows is available. Getting himself the Vile Fiend available. That's going to be an extra pet to attack after Embargo. Should be able to do quite a bit of damage over time here. Big Poison Spit. Does he range it? Looks like he does get a stun onto the other pet. And that's going to be that Crucible of Flame from range. Where did the rogue go? He's got hit by Crucible, but he catches a re-stealth. Right? He got hit by Crucible. But I guess his re-stealth just gets him get away. He didn't cloak it, I know that for certain. Maybe it was like one of those Crucible midair, you re-stealth and it doesn't even do anything? Interesting. But Embargo so far, sub rogue 4-0. Can Saris shake him off his high horse here on this sub rogue mastery here? Kidney shot. Saris is gonna go. This is gonna be Embargo going in for a vanish. The pet does break combat for a second, still landing that Succubus. You see stun into Embargo with Mortal Coil. Saris going for the Tyrant. I think at this point he decided, you know what, I must get a Tyrant out. He got to get some sort of damage. I cannot get the imps ready for it. It's gonna be Voodoo Rod Trinket onto Embargo. Does he have the Cloak of Shadows to deal with? Crucible to fall. Embargo finally goes down to a Demonology Warlock. This sub rogue had himself a hell of a run, but decided not to avoid the Tyrant at all. Saris had to go for the crazy play at the very last second. Who is Krager? Krager's going to be F3. So it's 3 and F3 for me in terms of targeting. Saris taking lots of damage as Krager still has so many cooldowns available. Saris trying to get a Void of Racial available. Does use it a little early. Krager has the Execute ready in the bag. Saris at least was able to dump the rogue out of there for a moment, boys. At least something happened. Because look at that damage. This man does so many setups. So much burst. Saris just had to get himself one fatty Tyrant in there with his boys. That is how you do it. I like that. I like that one. Alright, boys, let's get another one going. I think Team Krager might just have to have another go. Barely anybody on that team played, except for Embargo. I do want to see Embargo try Outlaw, though. Because I know, Embargo, you play the Outlaw, dude. I know you do. I know you do. Let's get another one going, yeah? Let's get another one going, boys. The issue inside of PvP combat arenas, my mana drains to 0 and it can't regenerate, so I'm pretty much neutral in PvP. Oh, yeah, I heard that from Saris, Shadow Priest and Shamans might have a bug on PTR right now, where in PvP they don't regenerate mana, and in fact maybe the mana just drains over time. So they don't really have like any mana. They have it for a few seconds and then it's gone, and you can't regenerate more. Which is kind of shitty, dude. Kind of shitty. So I'm gonna have the B tag, Dalaran, hashtag 140 fam. So yeah, if you guys have another ult besides Shaman, Shamans might be broken. If you want to give it a go on your Shaman, you have to give it a try, man. So it's PTR. Wait, call it PTR, right? BFA PTR 1? Yeah, fuck it. BFA PTR 1, dude. The issues inside PvP, it little gens 5% per second down to 0. Why does it do that? Is there any way to fix it? Another thing I need to probably change is names. Large nameplates remove. And I don't think I can really do much, because I wonder if I can shrink the tooltips on the sides with the names. So Krager might have to send him against someone else. It looks like Boar Zuxa is ready as well. So let's get Boar Zuxa, and should we get somebody new? Let's do this. We'll do Krager versus Bramblestorm. But we will get Boar Zuxa and Tooth. in here. I don't know if the same team. I really do want to get Kragar an option to go again, ASAP. But I want to get as much variety in here as I can, boys. Okay, see if that works out. Tooth and Berzuxa. Be sure your guys are out of LFG. Magumbala, perfect. In your groups, I need one, I'll do a game. Hell yeah, dude. If you want to Seawork, you can form one your own. Actually, Seawork, I would love to just have you form an US only team. Alliance or Horde, and NA only. Versus like Atho as an EU only. Take the best of the best EU players versus the best of the best NA players. And see how they play. You know what I mean? I think it'll be very, very interesting, dude. Wow, okay. We got an Arms Warrior. I don't know how to pronounce your name. But we got the Arms Warrior... Dude, what should we call him? We gotta give him a nickname, dude. We gotta give him a nickname. That's either Japanese or Chinese, or I don't think it's. Hold on, let me take a look. Actually, what characters are these? Okay. Is this Chinese? The way I don't know, right? But the way I decipher if it's Chinese, Japanese, or Korean, Korean has circles and smooth lines. Japanese sometimes isn't super busy. Chinese tends to be like really, really, really busy characters. So I can't tell which language it is, but yo, what can we do? What should we name this guy? Switch. Call him Witcher. Okay, we'll call him Witcher, dude. That'll work out. We got Witcher versus Dawn Storm, who is gonna be the Feral on team 2 versus Witcher on team 1. Witcher, an Arms Warrior joining in. First Arms Warrior of Shadowlands so far. Trinketing that opener by Feral immediately. Avatar coming out big. Warbreaker joining in. Battle stance and everything going to be a re-stun by the Feral. Trying to go for big damage. Big dress coming out into that Nazat Trinket. Witcher popping back into a defensive right now. Taking lots of damage. Parry available as Dawnstorm got that Incarnation. Trying to go for the Ursos. Is going to get the Warrior. Big leap by the Warrior. Needs to land is low onto Dawnstorm. Dawnstorm. Yo, I'm gonna mess up your name hard. Witcher is gonna get a little bit behind, though the health is very, very similar to them. But Dawnstorm is gonna be able to cut himself a bit of a reset and get away. Dawnstorm did burn a renewal. He does have wall. I don't know where Barkskin is at, but Barkskin might be gone, maybe. Witcher is going to take lots of damage here in the open. A big heal for Witcher, though, with a Crucible. Trinket for Dawnstorm does get himself a reset. That's going to be a Blade Storm. The wall for Dawnstorm as he's trying to see if he can find a way to deal by popping defenses or just tunneling into Witcher. The Fear is going to prevent the Feral from being able to get the most amount of value of getting hit into that wall. Quick disarm on the Feral. Not like you're going to be able to disarm those kitty claws at all. Barkskin up by the Feral. Witcher is starting to look like he's running out of cooldowns. The Nazat Trinket before that stun is quite clean, though. Next time Dawnstorm has a dress trinket, that could be really rough for him. Dawnstorm getting hit with a stun. Does Witcher have any damage right now? Too bad I can't see Witcher's health. That's gonna be that big Ursos. Does Witcher have the leap to follow up? He does have the leap to stay on top of Dawnstorm as best as possible. Looks like he's gonna stay next to the cat, trying to shred through the damage. Gonna be a bit of a reflect for Witcher with that Avatar. Got some damage. Dawnstorm doesn't have a lot. Is that gonna be the X-Kit on the Feral? Oh my god, Witcher himself taking out the kitty cat, taking out the man himself. There it goes, boys. First one out on team 2. Normally it'd be team red or team blue. I wonder if I'll be able to rename the teams at some point. I think it'd be cool to give them like team red, team blue. Stun onto Black Snow. And Snow is going to get some damage back to Witcher. Witcher is coming out with not a lot of defenses available. He does have Ignore Pain. If he can kill these images, he might be able to get himself maybe a heal. Crucible is there to help him heal. But this man is going to really have to be careful on all his defenses. So carrying the Nazat Trinket does give him a small advantage. But against Snow, it's going to be a little bit rough. This is a monk with a lot of utility. I think the parry on a talent still stays. There's a good chance to still play the big heal talents as well. Richard getting almost assaulted in the Fist of Fear. Fear coming out onto all his pets. Zuen does join the fight. I think Zuen is going to be giga buffed. Is that the real Zuen, or is that... No, it's only a trait. The real Zuen is going to be spooky. Nazat Trinket available for Witcher as he's trying to get a Warbreaker into Snow. Looks like that's the real Zuen joining the fight. That thing should do a ton of damage. Is going to intercept Snow. At the last second, Snow trying to see if he can roll away. Does Witcher go for the leap? He does not. Looks like he's going to stay back. This is a real Zuen. This Zuen is going to do a ton of damage. He's better just kite the Zuen and kite the Monk, because Zuen is going to do a ton of damage every time Monk does damage. Maybe that's in rank 2 version of Zuen for later. Big damage coming out. Avatar for Witcher. Karma to follow. It looks like Black Snow is going to retreat. Witcher, though, looking pretty. healthy over here. Actually, what is his name? Can anybody translate? I mean, we just gave him nickname Witcher, which I think works out pretty well. He's a lone man with a sword, fighting man and beast. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be better if you just swap weapons depending on the different enemy you fought. Although, I don't think you can do that in an arena. Can you? Wait, yes you can. Because people are abusing right now the scaling bug. Yeah, people are definitely... Yeah, you can swap for sure. Definitely. Ignore pain is really helpful. It's turning out to be quite great. Gonna be a Blade Storm and... a little bit of that banner trying to reduce the CC from Black Snow. Gonna be a little bit of that Warbreaker Nazat Striker with Ignore Pain available for Witcher in case he needs to. But looks like he's playing very defensively versus Black Snow while disarmed. And Black Snow is gonna retreat. Snow does have the opportunity to heal himself. Witcher does have heals from time to time. So as long as he's able to manage cooldowns, he might be alright. This is turning out quite good against a Feral. I thought the Warrior was gonna go down here, boys. Snow is kind of out of cooldowns right now. Zuen coming back in 30. Images available in 30, Karma available in 17, and he does play the Diffuse Magic talent, which is not going to be worth running against Witcher. I guess he does have Crucible Flame he could throw out offensively, but not a lot he can really do. Looks like Snow is gearing up for some damage here. This is going to be a perfect opportunity for him to really commit a lot of pressure. As for Witcher, we are actually blind. We have no idea what these cooldowns are. I would love for Blizzard to condense these Hellbars so you can do this in a 5v5 setting. Gonna be a big old Fist of Fury flying for Snow with a Zuen and images. So that's gonna be Witcher charging in with a parry, trying to make a parry work like Karma. Get in with the disarm as he's trying to get aggressive with that avatar. But looks like Snow is not committing much damage while Zuen is out. This is where you should be doing the most amount of damage. Zuen is doing quite a bit of your damage. With a big old dress, it looks like Witcher actually ignores majority of that damage, majority of it. Ignore Pain, absorbs quite a bit. Defensive stance doing quite a lot. Trinket coming out for Snow to follow that Stormbolt. And the two are at a standstill with dampening rolling up to the 5 percentile. Blade Storm coming out for Witcher. Snow retreats out of there immediately. Does he have a port set up? It doesn't look like he has a port set up anywhere. So he doesn't really have a plan B. Witcher just trying to kind of hang around next to the Monk. Trying to stay away from the Fist of Furies. Is going to drop down the banner to prevent CC as best as he can. Does have a charge in case Snow tries to retreat. There goes a Ring of Peace. Too bad we can't see Ring of Peace as a utility from the cooldowns. That's something Blizzard should definitely add. Disarm coming out onto Witcher. The man is disarmed for a bit, just trying to wait this out. Ignore Pain and the Zot Shield available for this Fist of Fury. It looks like Snow is looking to retreat while the defenses are up. Snow does have Zuen coming back in about 47 seconds. Images should be available very, very soon. Still holding on to that Karma, and next stun is going to be a nice leg sweep as we hit in the 9% dampener. The longer this game goes on, the harder I think it's going to be for Witcher, because I'm pretty sure he doesn't actually heal. He just has absorb, so he can absorb a portion of the damage, but he can't really recover, right? That's going to be a fear onto the Fist of Fury. Zuen is not deterred, but that's going to be a proc Zuen, not a real Zuen. Witcher just to defend himself as best as possible does go for a Pierce and Howl, slowing down Snow. Big dress onto the Warrior, doesn't really do that much. Snow popping in some cooldowns right now. It's going to be Avatar, but the disarm comes out. Does he have any kind of setup onto Snow to follow? Leaping away from the Fist of Fury. Snow is just going to stay on top of him. Stormbolt coming out. Does the Witcher go for a setup? It's going to be a big Warbreaker into a Blaze Storm. Has to cancel it immediately as soon as the Karma comes out. Probably should be staying next to Snow at all times, just not letting him get the Vivifies off. Yeah, probably should stay a little more aggressive, at least not run nearly as far away from Snow. Karma down though, on 2 minutes, or minute 50. So honestly, you should be able to go in for the big damage. Zuen is available for Snow, so that's going to be quite rough. But Witcher so far has been survivable, but the dampening is ticking out. If he wants to have a chance against this Windwalker Monk, he has to go at some point and go all in. He has to go all in, commit as much damage as possible. Stun's getting traded. That looks like Snow does have a trinket for it. Witcher, I don't know if he had to use a trinket at any moment at all. He's going to play this defensively as Zuen comes out. Images come out. Disarm comes out. He's going to at some point just have to reverse the damage back. Warbreaker onto Snow. Trying to see if he might be able to get some damage back in. Disarm onto Snow. Witcher is not really all that healthy. It's going to be a bring of boobs for Snow, but staying aggressive. No Karma available. Big Fist of Fury. Does Snow have a way to stop it? Looks like it's going to be done and done for the Warrior with that Whirling Dragon Punch in the end. That was a nice attempt by the Arms Warrior. The fact that he was able to do something against a Feral and live as long as he did against the Windwalker, I feel like that definitely goes as one of the more fun and interesting plays in my book. I feel like, however, if he didn't get too far away from Snow, didn't let him reset nearly as hard, just kind of like walk away, but not super far where you just have to run all the way to the other side of the arena. right? Stay nearby, stay close, to be able to maybe come back and interrupt the VO5s. Even though there's karma, like stay away if he's running at you, but move at him if he's running away from you. I feel like then staying in an aggressive posture might have been advantageous to him. Tis is gonna be up next. Tis if Derpy. What a beautiful mog you got going on, man. Derpy versus Snow. Snow is actually just gonna outrun him completely. Maybe that's gonna be a disadvantage for warriors at this point. The mobility, lack thereof. Big damage coming out for Snow. Derpy just trying to see if he might be able to get himself healed. Does not land the charge in between of those heals. It looks like it's gonna be poured by Snow. Actually, Derpy could turn around and actually landing that charge, but looks like Snow is gonna be able to recover quite a bit as the duels are close to hitting the 10% dampening, boys. We were sitting at about 27% dampening. 9 minutes. Derpy taking a little bit of damage while Fist of Fury is out. Does have a charge. Zerker Rage for that incap. But looks like he does not have a slow. Needs to make sure there's always a hamstring on the monk. Always put a hamstring on him. Always do it. You have a slow, you better use it on a monk. Using a hamstring is going to be worth him better than not using it at all. Snow trying to get some damage back into Derpy. Fist of Furies are flying pretty hard. Derpy trying to get himself a bit of damage. Lexium coming out. That's going to be a fool's win for Snow with a Lexium. That's going to be a bunch of damage, but it looks like Snow is going to back up. Karma, who did get used. Leap by Derpy. It looks like he does get a weird charge into the wall, trying to catch up to Snow. But it looks like Snow is going to be able to bail out of that. 31% dampening. The Monk's strategy of constantly running is going to be good. Does get a port ahead of time before the warrior gets in line of sight. Which is going to be a little bit rough here, man. If I was this warrior, I definitely would not be a happy guy. Definitely not. In cap, does he Zerker Rage or does he just stay mounted? Because Snow so far, his strategy has been just to keep running and running and running. This summon to Derpy is going to land a fear. Trinket coming out for Snow. If Derpy has big damage on the Snow with a Stormbolt, he might be able to make something here. Does go for a small heal on himself. Throws one Crucible on damage, one for the self-heal. Snow is going to go for Diffuse Magic. Derpy finally going in for some damage. Does he have the Blaze Storm? Going to be a Ring of Peace for Snow. It just bails out of there. Derpy cannot escape that corner at all, even though that's his big damage. Snow trying to see if he can recover a little bit. Does Derpy just leap? Looks like he was trying to maybe see if he could charge at him. I guess he's not going to do anything. Is he really just going to wait? My mans, I don't think you're going to win by waiting. I really don't think you're going to win by waiting. I think you have to get at it, man. You have to get at it. You have to. You just have to save the lockdown and big damage for a go. You guys just keep separating these. So there's no every time he's able to get away from you. I don't think, yeah, disarm, you gotta wait it, you gotta survive it. Defenses, better use them. Healing, good. Big dress by Snow, and that's gonna be karma. Look, Snow is going through all the defensive, you just gotta stay. It's gonna be a big enrage regen for Derpy. I don't really know if you need to do it, but the dampening is getting to the 40% mark. Charging into the ring of Boopity Bob, though, not gonna do him any favors, as Snow is gonna get back on top of you, continuing the damage. Blaze Storm coming out for the Fury Warrior, actually getting some mad damage in. Does Snow have a way out of it? It's gonna be Berserker's Rage, maybe execute available. Does Snow finally go down? Derpy just needs himself a charge. Looks like Snow is gonna turn around. Derpy getting juked out completely. If you let him vivify, I think it's neat. I don't think you're gonna be able to come back. He's gotta get karma. He got Zuan only got some damage. Fear onto the Fist of Fury does disable the parry. Big damage. This round coming out. Derpy, does he have anything to follow? Needs those executes right now. Does he finally get it? It looks like he finally does. Goodness, somebody took that monk down. I was waiting for that moment, honestly. Alright, so we got Hell NA Red next. As Valrip. I'll call you NA Red because that's what the name shows up as. Versus Derpy. Oh my goodness. Wait, okay. Is it 3? It's 3, okay. Yeah, it's gonna be big as you said. It's on to Derpy. Does he survive it? Barely. Does he have any self heals? No! That's gonna be no Ignore Pain that I saw from that man. You definitely want to be using a lot of Ignore Pain. That seems like a really strong strategy. We got Mova, we got Shakon. It looks like it's gonna be FG. F-egg? F, we got F. We got F though. Getting some dots into NA Red. How's Boomy gonna play this out though, dude? Just gotta get himself a re-stealth into a stun onto NA Red. Try to see if we can get away from him. Oh, now we can see people's cooldowns a little bit better. We can see NA Reds. We got XYXDI in the back. You got Hell Outlaw. F is just going to try to see if he might be able to get some damage in. Barkskin coming out. Is that going to be NA Red getting CC'd anything? Oh, now NA Red is number 2. Okay, weird. Going to be a stun into F. Big damage for NA Red. Try to see if he can clap on Cheeks. And that's going to be the Cheeks getting clapped by NA Red. The Paladin burst. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Shaken is gonna be up next though as the Russian Shadowplay is coming back in. Looks like he's gonna give NA Red the opportunity to at least catch up and get himself another duel. 53% dampening here, boys. What is going on? NA Red just obliterated the Boomkin out of the game. I guess the Boomy did burn the Barks in pretty early, right? Probably should be waiting until big old Execute sentence, big wings, everything, right? Maybe. Oh my goodness. Looks like they're gonna give each other a little bit of an honor walk. Looks like it's gonna be Shaken, getting the dots and the stun. VT up and running with probably a DP. That's gonna be a full Psyche. And then NA Red is walking though. Probably wants to take off that RP walk. It looks like the pallet is gonna be melting here quite early on. Does he go for a self heal? Could be a silence. Big DP available. NA Red getting hit with silence. Actually, does he have an answer for this? Looks like another DP. Gonna be a Shield of Vengeance. Not gonna hold off for too long. Does not get it to flash back to Shaken. Money to bubble this right here. There goes the bubble. The Shadow is just rotting this man down. Is he gonna go for that massive spell? It's not even gonna. He's just gonna go for the dots. Trying to get a VT. Did not get a VT out at all. I'm not really sure what he was waiting for, but NA Red is gonna be able to catch up on a little bit of health. I think Shaken probably should have went for a V. I was trying to figure out what he was trying to do. He was just waiting. He was like, VT, VT, nah. VT, nah. Maybe he's trying to make this duel last a little longer into the higher dampening. Maybe he knows he actually cannot lose to Red Pala. Just the damage you can do to them. The dots just rotting him down. And a Red though catching up on some heals. Looks like Shaken is gonna allow for it. Just gonna let him. Maybe he wants to have a longer duel than what he could do to NA Red. Maybe he knows he could just dumpster this man immediately. Shadowplays have gotten spookier, so I don't know how Azeroth traits and essences affect them. I know they're pretty strong in level 60 content, but in other content, like level 50 PTR pre-patch, I have no idea. At least last time I played against them, they were pretty nutty, but I think rogues were viable because Cloak of Shadows. Silence onto NA Red. That's going to be Execute sentence onto Shaken. Does get hit with a stun. Does he go for Disperse the last second? It's going to go for Disperse. Big damage still coming out for NA Red. Disperse healing bot only so much. Looks like the damage from NA Red is still going through the Disperse. It's only 6% damage reduction. Fear onto NA Red for a second. Is going to get the Void Eruption rolling. That's a lot of dots. NA Red might not have much here. Try to get the damage happen. Execute comes out for Shaken. Looks like it's gonna be, yeah boy, wait, wrong one, YXZI, what do you even call you? D versus Shaken, did go for a lasso, and that's gonna be Earth Elemental available. D versus Shaken, Ellie versus, what is going on with you? Wait, how are you melting D? With D, what is going on? Wait, D, you're Elemental, I don't know if you have mana. Wait, why are you melting? Wait, D, hold on, wait, what is going on? Please, Lasso does have enough mana for a Lasso. But why is he melting? Does he not have any gear at all? Was that you just getting procced on? Too much dampen for me to do anything? It is a little rough, I'll be honest. Like, we all can agree it's a little rough. Shaken versus D. Try to get some dots on him. D. Trying to land a Hex. Does he get to him? Looks like he does. But look, he's just, like, what is going on in his health? Like, you're literally just using chunks of health. Like, I don't understand why you're losing so much health. Why are you losing so much health? I just don't understand. Like, he's literally using chunks. I have no mana right now. Yeah, if you're a shaman, it might not be a good time for you to play in these duels, dude. If you're a shaman, you might want to try, like, another ult or something. Looks like shamans of PTR literally have mana drain, so you can only use a set amount of abilities. Yeah, and every shaman needs mana of some sort. You want to think for Storm Strikes too. Hell Outlaw trying to get a stun on Shaken is going to go for Disperse immediately. That's 77% dampening. What can you really do? Shaken try to see if he can survive. Maybe he can get a Fear onto the Hunter. Going to be a Crows and all the does get a Fear onto Hell Outlaw though. Who is I think going to go for a Dwarven Racial maybe out of that? Steady Shadows and Marksman trying to make a play here. Wait, are you survival? Wait, you swap into a weapon as a Survival Hunter with a Shield to fall right now. Dots is still taking him down. No way to self-heal this. It looks like Hell Outlaw is going to be going down to Shaken with one single global. That was a long arena here, boys. That was a very long arena. 18 minutes for a duel with which you're doing quite a lot of damn. I wish not all of you guys left just like that on Team 2. Team Yellow, I guess, technically, right? Yeah, I wish not everybody on Team Yellow left just like that. Just because I want to see how much damage you guys did. Because I want to see if maybe Witcher had the most damage out of all y'all. That'd be interesting, man. That'd be very, very interesting. Alrighty, boys, let's get another duel going. Althani, my man. Yo, could we get a hashtag Althani in chat, my dude? How you doing? Been a while. Is this the pre-patch? Is this PTR pre-patch? How you doing, my man? Pre-patch isn't here yet, but we are in PTR. Can we get a hashtag Althani in chat? Showing out, appreciate it. Well, my man, appreciate you, my dude. Thank you so much, my guy. I appreciate it. Can we get a hashtag Althani, boys? Thank you so much, my man. I appreciate you. Third duel of PTR. Let's go, let's go, let's go. But I don't have BTech right now. Send a request. Dalaran hashtag 1340. It should work. Just make sure you type in the right numbers. 1340. Hopefully that helps. Who messaged me? Ready to go, ready whenever. Wait, are you guys on an A? Yo, Tav, it's Sav Dome. Hey, Tav. I don't know if I'm late to respond to him or not. Sav got me. Hell yeah, dude. Raven. Alrighty. Wait, did I get you in? Okay, now I got you. It took me a second. Took up a couple of clicks. Okay, so it was Boar versus Tooth. We gotta get ourselves Krager versus Bramble, I guess, yeah? We got Atho versus someone else here. See what kind of group? We gotta get Krager, man. Krager's team didn't really get to play. Bramble Storm. Wait, did Bramble get to play just now? Was he the Feral? I think Bramble might not have a team. I'm gonna operate with that assumption, man. Soul capacity. Melee attacks have a chance to trigger spirit shield for 10 seconds. While spirit damage dealt is stored up to 10. This effect ends when users explode. Dealing 100 of the stored damage to allies. What is this? Is this rogue using this item? I don't think that scales. It looks like Sav is ready. So Cracker, I'm gonna get you with Sav and then we'll get you Athaman in here. How does that sound? Yeah, guys, write me and let me know if you have a group. If you have a 5-man group, then I'll get you guys in the duels, okay? Sav and Kragar. Here we go. Hopefully it works. Be sure to be out of LFG. Otherwise, we're gonna get a bug. We didn't get a bug this time. Pre-patch PTR. Yes, PTR pre-patch, boys. Yeah, you guys should definitely... You guys, if you are... this would help you out a ton. If you were to join our Discord, link down below of the stream. Just join Discord. It's free. Like, it's actually doesn't mean... You click it. It's there. You don't need to get the app. You can just have it like open in a tab if you want to on Google Chrome if you wish. But everybody uses Discord. You guys should definitely add me there. Join the Discord server so we have all the announcements and updates going on there. And if there's any big ones, I always make it as a community post. So if you don't see anything on YouTube, you can check on Discord. If you see nothing on Discord, you can check the community post. Twitter, I guess it's Twitter too, right? I just post Twitter whenever we go live with some gifs that I like. But yeah, you could do Twitter if you wanted to. You know, whatever works. Alright, switch. Okay. This is gonna be weird, just because it takes away the whole UI every time I alt Z. But that's gonna be AJ Graham. We gotta be the Survival Hunter on Team 1. We got us as Milord psyched. Okay, looks like he's gonna be first up. Got us as Quad as Shadow Priest. Okay, Boomy, playing as a Boomy, and Milord Pal. Oh, looks so royal. Looks like Psych is gonna be first up. Versus, we got ourselves Embargo. Led, we got ourselves Gotchi. Gotchi's X. Obviously, oh, big damage out of Psych. Big one shot out of him with the blood of the enemy. Gotchi popping off every defensive. He's just not sure what's going on. This warrior is just seeing the demon himself. As Psych is gonna be out here in the open, flying up in air. Raining from above. Gotchi is actually doing quite a bit of recovery though. Like, to be honest, this man recovered quite well after that amount of burst. What is healing him right now? What is healing you for real? I don't even understand what's healing you at this moment. Gonna be a big old I-beam for Psych. This is trying to get some damage back in. But we've seen the Demon Hunters actually for Shadowlands have gotten nerfed. Let's see how bad this is, man. Let's see how bad this is going to be. I think damage-wise with certain Covenants, they seem really strong, but that's not a dodge anymore. Cannot dodge it. That's going to be a big dress onto Psych with an execute to follow. Try to see if he can leap out, and that's going to be a big slam by Gotchi. Boomy up next is a Boomy versus Gotchi, trying to see if he can nullify that charge with the Ursos is able to. Spell effective for Gotchi, only able to reflect one spell. I think it might have been a Starfall, honestly. Thorns are up for Boomy. Can Gotchi heal himself up to full here? Use himself a little bit of ignore pain, if anything. Let's go, Boomy. Try to see if you can just whittle him down little by little. Try to get the Wrath of Stoutfires in there. Stormbolt by Gotchi. Gonna be a Bark Skin for the Boomkin. Gotcha, get himself a little bit of the ignore pain. Can he survive? Big Nazat trinket for a massive shield available. I'm surprised the Nazat trinket is as good as it is right now. Boomy getting interrupted, I think, on Arcane, so he's having to resort to Ras. Gotcha, got himself nice blaster from Boomy. Actually, starting to take a little bit of pressure from Gotcha right now. Starfire trying to come out, trying to make a play, but Boomy isn't really feeling all that good. Looks like it's going to be an execute for Gotcha, just surviving through that burst, and he's doing just fine. AJ going to be up next in that camo as a survival, getting the biting shot into Gotcha. Just going to get those eagles flying at Gotcha right now, just off the bat, big damage. Tossing in nades, making sure the dots are there. Gotcha needs a charge to AJ right now. There is a freezing trap though, so AJ getting hit with a stun, has a freezing trap ahead of time. So Gotcha is not going to be able to max out the damage. AJ making sure to disconnect it for a second. Gotcha landing the fear on AJ and the pet. Gotcha having to go for a big old defensive ignore pain. Does he have no Zotrick coming back anytime soon? He needs to get some health recovery. Has not had to use Enrage Regen. This might be the moment he might need to use it right here. Needs to save the spell reflex for AJ. Stun, and AJ might just have him. Mexicans coming out with kill shots. Does get himself a small heal. The Zot Trinket does help him separate a little bit of that health, death, and health life. That's going to be the Zot Trinket with Enraged Regeneration for Gotcha. Turtle Shell coming out for AJ with that Manning Bandage. Looks like he's going to be able to recover. And I think AJ is playing the Guardian of Azeroth to do a bit of free damage to the Warrior. Reflect available in case AJ does go for a Freezer Trap. Does land a Freezer Trap on himself, which isn't perfect for him at all. Close to execute range for Gotcha though, and looks like he might just have it. This Warrior is just blasting through these boys. Who's up next? It's either going to be Malor Pala or Quad at this point. As Gotcha looking like he's just going to take it all just in a single game. He's a Fury Warrior. This man is just, I can't tell if he's doing enough damage or just outliving the enemy. Those heals are broken, yo. That's some Warrior heals right there. And it looks like Gotcha is, I think the priest is AFK. Milord, you might have to go next, man. He's AFK. Okay, it might have to be Milord Pala. He tried to give this priest a try, but it looks like the paladin's gonna have to make a play. That's gonna be a big damage out of Milord. Is Gotcha gonna be able to survive it? Needs that reflect right now. Nazat Trinket rolling up. That's gonna be Milord trying to blast big damage as Gotcha stun onto Milord, trying to recover as much health as he can. Is he gonna be able to disarm onto Milord? Still can send a couple hammers at Gotcha, dropping down Consecration. Gotcha gets himself a little bit of a ignore pain fear onto Milord to try to CC through the wings, trying to reduce the value of the swing shield events available for the paladin. Gotcha looking to get the hell out of there. This Warrior so far has been very survivable, man. This guy just sees everybody just doing all those things, the wings, the cast, the traps. He's just living through it all. Hodge onto Gotcha. Does have a Reckless. Did have Recklessness for a second. I think maybe as a proc. Maybe an Azeroth proc piece or something. But it's going to be Gotcha recovering quite a bit of health, though. I don't even know where all that healing is coming from, but he's recovering a lot of health. Could somebody send me details of what his healing was? Is it just like class heals? Or was it something maybe he's running as a trinket or whatever? Because I guess it could be. As Gotcha's looking pretty healthy as a warrior. No self-heal class. This man is just healing to full. Milord Pala looking to maybe get himself some wings, some cooldowns available, and then close the gaps with Gotcha. But it looks like he's just trying to avoid him as best as he can for now. Just waiting him out for a moment. Milord Pala is playing Crusade, by the way. That is an interesting choice. It looks like he is trying to really ramp into people's stuns, getting traded by Gotcha and Milord Pala both. It looks like both of them are going to be back up at each other's throats immediately. Gotcha, though, try to go, I think, for maybe a proc. Was that a proc that he hit? Like it looks like a drone rush proc in a sense. He just like roared randomly. Milord has all the defenses available, so he should be pretty good. We got ourselves the Shield of Venus available as well. Crusade up and running, and Gotcha is gonna go through as much damage and bursts as they can. But Lord Pala getting hit with that disarm, still has those wings, still has a Shield of Venus. Is he gonna be able to max it? Hodge into Gotcha right now. Is that gonna be enough though? He's trying to make the damage happen. Gotcha popping the Zot Trinket. That's gonna be a fear onto Milord Pala. Shield of Venus does get to pop, but nowhere near close to Gotcha, while the Zot Trinket is still holding on. That's a massive absorb. Stun onto Milord. Gotcha get himself pumped up full of heals with just a single crucible, and he's just still in there just wrecking it. Milord at least can disengage with Gotcha. He can hit him with a bit of a slow. You can pop that Hand of Freedom, at least walk away from Gotcha. And as a Fury Warrior, it looks like you have a lot more damage, a lot more survivability, but you no longer have the Bloodthirst that removes all slows type of ability. So it'll be interesting to see kind of where it goes with the Fury Warriors going into the next expansion. Hodge onto Gotcha. As we hit in the 6-minute mark, 10% dampening. I'm surprised at how much happened in just 6 minutes. It almost seems like the time does go slower in the PTR in Shadowlands pre-patch. I wonder how that's going to be. I guess because I'm pretty sure the server is basically, I mean, the patch is basically ready, like 9.0.1. It looks like it is. And Gachi is looking so healthy. I guess higher dampening is going to make it harder to fight against this Juggernaut machine. Also, I just noticed Gachi is running the Arms Warrior weapons. Arms Warrior weapons, boys. That's a hidden skin. Well, yeah, it is technically a hidden skin, the surprise skin that you gotta find to like an event. There's gonna be Reckless available for Gachi. Does he have enough damage? That's gonna be a defensive Hodge for Milord Pala. How much to play this defensively? Probably gonna wait until the dampening, until he can get a full cooldowns available. As Crusade is coming back from Milord, bopping in Crusade. This is gonna be his perfect opportunity to go in ham, bop in the sphere. It's gonna try to see if he can max damage it to the warrior, mounting up. Shattering Throw coming out, does get the Shattering Throw for the bop. Milord is gonna get disarmed, so bop isn't even gonna give him the protection anymore, as warriors now have an advantage sort of kind of. Where's this Paladin? Shield events available from Lord Pala. Gotcha, trying to see if he might be able to weave around him a little bit. Big shield events available for Milord. Gotcha taking a considerable amount of damage now. Shield events available, huge setup, and Gotcha goes down. Milord had to wait this long just to get a setup onto Gotcha. It took a little bit of time, but patience pays off. And who am I switching to next? F5 apparently. Apparently Krager is number 5, even though he looks like number 2 for me. But number 1 in my book, you know what I mean? It looks like Milord Palace 3. Oh my god, that's so weird. Also, Quad, I see you're running that, Hell Swap. You're not gonna be able to use it here. You're not actually gonna be able to use it. Should we actually disable that Void Shift out of Shadow Priest? Because I think that might be in a better spot. We might have to look how it feels. And if that seems like a busted cooldown, be like, okay, Shadow Priest, don't use that on a talent. Not in duels. Too good, too strong. You guys have plenty of heals. So we'll just have to wait and see, you know what I mean? Milord Pala looks like he's gonna try to play the same playstyle versus Gachi and just apply it to Kragar in order to see if he can beat the other Fury Warrior. If Kragar plays a similar playstyle as Gachi, Hand of Freedom for Milord to disengage with Kragar. He's just feeling a bit impatient, popping that fear. Milord using the Hand of Freedom to just gotta stay away from Kragar and just gotta hit him with a couple slows, couple spells hits here and there. Kragar popping in Blaze Storm just to see if he might be able to catch up after Milord. It looks like we can see Kragar's cooldowns and everybody else cooldowns if everybody's here. Except maybe Leto if he is not here anymore. It looks like there's 2 Letos. Yeah, there's not 2 Letos, so that's a little bit of a bug. Kragar taking a lot of damage from Milord Pala. Shield of Energy should be huge here. Kragar popping in big defenses, trying to max out the amount of healing he can while dipping his 27. Oh, that healing all for nothing as Milord is just tearing right through him. Does Kragar have any more defenses? Could be down for the count for Kragar. Milord still holding on to a bubble. If it needs to, Kragar super low. Milord trying to catch up on health. Could be a bubble right here for Milord. Kragar would have to go for a Shattering Throw. Does Milord have a Hodge with this bubble as well? He might have to go for a Hodge right here. Trying to make the damage happen. Kragar goes down. Milord getting those wings up and running, and it's going to be Leto up next as a marksman hunter. Double tap ready. Is he going to go for the big aim shot? Is that going to be enough though? That's going to be a bubble for Milord. Did not know how much damage it's going to do. Decided, you know what? I better play it safe. Better play it cautious. I better take it easy. Leto needs to get himself a nice lineup. Rapid fires need to happen though. If he wants to have a chance against Milord Pala. He's going to get a binding shot. Hand of Freedom available for Pala. Does get himself Seraphim to buff himself full of stats. He's a nice crowd in the sword. I mean, a mace. Looking like Uther over here, dude. Looks amazing, dude. But it's going to be Lord Pala. Not really looking all that good. Under a lot of pressure. And looks like Leto taking him out. Quad going to be up next. Sending the Voodoo Doll Trinket down onto Leto with all the dots. Trying to see if he can maintain himself with Shadow Men's. Does Leto take a lot of damage here? He's taking quite a bit. They're definitely taking a number. Definitely taking a number here. He's at about half a health. 35% dampening on. As we hit in the 11-minute mark very, very soon in just a couple seconds here, boys. Gonna be a big old leap for Quad. And that's going to be a freezing trap. Does Leto use it? Regenerating? It looks like he waited out for the dots. Regenerating, even though at 37% dampening, getting him quite a decent heal. With a Camo to follow, gets a Hunter's Mark. The Fury gets him out in the open. VTs are going to be available for everyone, him, the Hunter, as well as the pet. Into a Void Eruption. Does go for a Greater Fate to dodge that aim shot. Trying to get the Crucibles to follow stun onto Leto. Does he get the big damage in there? Leto needs to find a way to deal with DP. Does he have the Hunter Talent? Big aim shot to get Quad low in health. What? Leto just turned it around with mad. What was that burst? I thought Quad had it, and Leto was just under a lot of pressure. I was like, does he have the honor talent where he can feign death and remove all the dots? Just double tap, big shots. Oh. I am so confused. How? What was that damage? What was that? Oh my god. Deleted, literally. That was nuts. Just got him some double tap, double aim shot, like I think Reaping Flames into a kill shot. Wow. His hands are shaking, but he's still shooting. They're literally deleted, dude. There it is. Hope they don't nerf MM. I know, right? Hope they don't nerf MM. This looks like a ton of fun. Just blasting somebody like this. Jesus. Alrighty, boys. Let's get another duel going. Yeah, Atherman has Seavark waiting. Looks like Borzux is ready too. Alright. I'll get you guys up next. Krager actually gets to play. And who else do we got? I got more Whispers. Whisper if you guys have a group. Mithrin, you have a group. Raven, you have a group. Got 5. Perfect. Should we get a Raven in versus... because I kind of want to get Borzux versus somebody else. Atherman and Raven, I guess. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. We'll do Raven since they're ready. I don't know if Raven is part of Atherman's group, but we'll see, yeah? Be sure you guys are out of LFG when we do these queues, by the way. Be sure you're not in LFG. Yo, can we also get another hashtag Althani? My man donated again. Althani, boys. Can we get a hashtag Althani in chat? What'd you donate? What'd you say, man? Well, then I'll join Althani, my man. You're more than welcome to join my guy. How you doing, by the way? It feels like I haven't talked to you in forever, dude. I've been playing Shadowlands. Sorry I missed a dono. I really do apologize. I was really just honed in on the duels, dude. I did not mean to. Trust me. But, yo, boys. Yo, how you doing, my man? Can we get a hashtag Althani, boys? Showing appreciation for one for doing, my man. Appreciate you, my dude. Alrighty, boys, let's get another one up and running here, man. You feel me? You feel me? You feel me, boys? Alrighty, switch. And we got ourselves team. Left team with PTR's No Bueno, which I think is Seavark. Oh boy, we got ourselves Casitas, a Feral. We got Crazy Cat on a Sub-Rogue or Assassination, hard to tell. At least Assass. Atherman on a Red Palom. And who's your 5th? Do you guys not have a 5th? Hey, you guys don't have a 5th. Hopefully your 5th gets in here at some point. We got ourselves Kel Zul as a Santa. Oh my god, Santa over here. We got Hell Outlaw back here. Bramble Hunt on a Marksman by the looks of it. We got ourselves Nene Red and Warg Ren. Bramble Hunt gonna be first up versus PTR is No Bueno. That's gonna be F3, F1, and 1. Yo, it's so hard to figure out like which one I'm swapping to, dude. Literally swapping to the wrong one, man. Got an AFK one. Oh well, that's okay. Bramble going in for a big sniper shot with a big shot onto PTR de Vueda, but looks like he's gonna go for the images. One of the images is a defensive cooldown, by the way. Every time the hunter gets, the mage gets hit, it actually is 20% reduced, and the image disappears instead. So Bramble Hunt gets a bunch of hits onto him. Looks like it's going to be quite a bit of damage from this Arcane Mage. Bramble sitting at about half a health. Does get a scatter onto a PTR's No Bueno. Did go for an Invis for a second. Dropping down mad damage with Arcane Power. Bramble, how much to go for a Turtle Shell? And it's going to be Seavark hiding behind the pillar for a second. Waiting for the Turtle Shell to be down. Does he have the big Arcane missiles to follow? Bramble trying to go feign death for a second. Not going to work. A PTR's No Bueno. Or Seavark. That's gonna be Seavark just getting those Arcane Blasts for side. Rapid Fire does hit him. Arcane Missiles is gonna fly, and I think it's gonna be Bramble down for the count, man. Seavark taking one out. And looks like the 5th person on that team is not gonna come back anytime soon. Kelzul up next as Santa. Is he playing Affliction? Destro. I wonder if he's gonna play it a little bit differently. Trying to see if he can maybe get a rate of fire to get Seavark out in the open. Touch of the Magic is going to be available for Seavark. Trying to get those missiles up and running. Does he get interrupted though? Short knock up onto Zul for a second. Actually, no, he doesn't knock him up. I guess Zul jumped. Because he can't play knock up anymore. He has to play Orb. He can only choose between knock up and the Orb. That's going to be some Fears trying to come out onto Seavark. Does not get hit with those Fears. I think he just went for an Invis to get away from it. Going to be kiting away from Zul. Does get him hit with an interrupt. As long as he can get a Nova onto that pet, he should be good. Did we get a 5th? Okay, no, we did not get a 5th on team Seavark, but that's gonna be Seavark actually getting this blast onto the pet. Gonna be Zul poking out in the open. Fell Succubus is what he was trying to summon out here. Trying to see if maybe Succubus will be better against the Mage Interrupt onto that Shadow spell for Zul. Arcane Blaster coming out. Zul locked out on Shadow for a second. Doesn't go for Chaos Bolts. Infernal finally coming down. Do the Chaos Bolts make a play here? Does not land inside the first Chaos Bolt. PTR no bueno. Set about half his health with 2 Infernals on him. And Zul has still plenty of damage. If he just makes it rain fire onto PTR no bueno, those Infernals could do a lot of damage. Gonna be raining the fire. Does not summon Infernals. Drain life onto one of the images from the boy Seavark though. Zul so far hasn't really went in for the big damage. I'm almost expecting him to have the time to just go for fire damage and maybe try to sneak a Chaos Bolt in, but it looks like it's not going to happen. There's going to be a Succubus CC, but the Infernal breaks it, and Zul trying to see if he can walk over to Seavark. But looks like he's just going to get slowed down by the Arcane Mage before he can even reach over there. Maybe Reaping Flame from Seavark trying to make a Missiles play here. And does get the Missiles play and the Reaping Flames. Looks like we got a 5th here. It's going to be Worth of the Monk on the Dwarf. Monk looks like NA Red is going to give Seavark at least a bit of an auto duel here. At least a bit of a bow of an Arcane Mage versus a Retribution Paladin. Alright, let's see how bad is this Retribution Paladin mobility. Like I've cried, he knows it's gonna happen. He knows, boys. He knows. Well, we'll see how it goes then. NA Red up on his turtle. Seavark swinging around the side. Gonna get a poly on him. No, I'm missing a poly. NA Red got pretty lucky on that one. Polymorph still gonna happen with Touch of the Magi. Got himself quite a bit of damage. Trying to pop every cooldown available. Big Arcane Blast to follow onto NA Red. Huge damage onto the Paladin. Shield of Vengeance is available. It is gonna be Touch of the Magi getting blasted for a bit. Big Time Warp available for PTR no bueno. Even though this Hodge and this damage should be huge, he's gonna be able to nope. Ice blocked it. Felt like he was gonna get one shot. That's gonna be still his health coming back with all this though. And NA Red is going to be stuck on the other side. The Ice Block, was that really necessary? Was that going to be a one-shot? Did Seavark really have to use the Ice Block? It might have been the one-shot. So maybe that might have been the perfect time to Ice Block. And then Time Warp, so at least he can get her health back. Because NA Red was committing quite a lot of damage as a Paladin. Looks like Paladin damage is going to be pretty scary, boys. But now the wings are down for NA Red. It might be easier for Seavark. Looks like NA Red is playing the normal wings. Wake of Ashes. I don't really know what the cross swords is. I think it's an honor talent, maybe. Is it? Or maybe it's... because I don't think it's a normal talent. But you see the cross swords next to a rebuke? What is that? Cauterize and Blink plus Time Shift a thing? Cauterize and Blink, I think it is still a trait, yes. I think it's technically a trait. So I think you can blink and get Cauterize and Blinks. That's going to be one of the images for Seavark just pelting at NA Red. It's interesting that they made that as a defensive. I think it's actually better that those things are defensive. But for NA Red, that's quite a little bit of holy power they can build up. At least three holy power. Wait, who's running around as a turtle jumping around? That's actually awesome. That's actually awesome. This is a turtle running around everywhere. And somebody else is doing the same thing? Don't, guys, don't. Just these two goobers with eyes of the beast. Come on, don't get in between arenas, boys. Don't get in between arenas. You can go around, do your thing, as long as you're not in between of the boys, man. But that is cool. Look at those two. Boys, that's hunters being hunters. Am I right or am I right? And Red trying to see if he can sneak in a couple judgments over at Seavark. From behind the pillar. Juke out, throw a judgment, back up, heal up. Because every time he pokes his head against Seavark, it just doesn't go out well. It's going to be another touch of the magic for Seavark with big arcane power. Should be huge damage right here. Big arcane missiles onto NA Red. Does get a shield of vengeance. Burns through a shield of vengeance so quickly. Big blast available for Seavark into a Hodge onto Seavark. Looks like he's able to trinket and blink, or maybe get himself a reflect, or I mean time warp. Gonna be executed sentence dropping down. Does he minimize the damage? Takes a little bit of damage from it, but it's quite a bit. NA Red has wings up and running. Should be quite a lot of damage. PTR no bueno does get him into a Nova though. Does he get the kick? I don't know if he was able to get the kick right. I don't think he was able to get that down. Invis coming out for the mage, and Red just is gonna get him out with a wake of ashes. Seavark not really looking all that good with his hard trinket available, so it looks like he had someone else with that other trinket. I don't think he's running normal. I don't think. Actually, he might be running normal blink. He might be running normal blink. Because I don't know if he's going for... Because last time me and Seavark did some duels in PTR, he really liked, at least used a lot, the talent to give you a shorter time... ultra time. which gives you quite a bit of mobility and defensive potential. Big missiles around the corner. Man, these missiles with Azeroth traits, missiles around the corner are just even more punishing. Quick invis by PTR no bueno. Looks like he's not playing Shimmer. Yeah, looks like he's playing normal Blink. He has to be. Otherwise, it would have been an easy Shimmer around the corner. Missiles doing a bit of damage. Images are up and running in case Azeroth decides to turn around and get some damage back at Seawark. And this is getting those slows onto the red. Needs that Hand of Freedom immediately. Gonna be maybe Azeroth. Maybe with some big damage back to Seawark. Bubble coming down as Arcane Missiles are just punishing this man. Survivability of a Paladin seems a little bit on the lower end, at least on PTR. Feels like you just get blown up. I mean, you blow people up, it's like a very much glass cannon, I guess. Not a lot of mobility. Even though this mage is not playing Shimmer, it's still not a lot. But the hodges he can get? Nah, I guess his blinks is just not he can really do. He can't really lock him down that well. Looks like maybe Azeroth might try to go for big damage. Blink coming out for PTR Bueno. Gonna be a poly onto Azeroth as he got wings. Execute sentence is gonna be on PTR no Bueno. Does have time warp for this damage. That's gonna be lots of missiles. Shield events available for Azeroth. Does get a big blast on the Seawark. Time warp kills him up to full. Azeroth super low in health. Missiles still blasting him and does go down to the missiles. Was a little bit of a shorter. Get it? Because he's a gnome. Shorter, longer play. But he had to do it. Next up is either going to be Hell Outlaw or War Grand. It looks like it might not be. Or is it Hell Outlaw? Maybe. It's one of you boys, because I think you guys are here. It looks like War Grand is looking at Hell Outlaw. Like, yo, guy, go up next. Maybe they'll want to play against Seawark. It's going to be the camo. Let's see if one of these guys might be able to do something against Seawark, man. If at least one of them can. It's a little rough, man. This is rough for certain. Hell Outlaw trying to see if he can get a trap in there. Is that a freezing trap? Did he miss it? Was it maybe a knockback trap? Charge trap? Because he definitely threw something. PTR no Bueno could pick up the eyes if he wants to. It looks like he's kind of just waiting and letting Hell Outlaw get the open if he needs. Trap up. It looks like it's going to be knockback trap. It's going to get him out in the open. Double Crucible. That's going to be the pet out in the open. Hell Outlaw, I think, comes out of camera because of that. Tossing in nades, touching the magic for PTR no Bueno. Making those missiles happen. Hell Outlaw might need to close the gap and interrupt him. Is going to go for a Feign Death. Turtle Shell up and running. I think he was able to remove the damage of that. Stun on PTR no Bueno. Blinks next to the Hunter. This is where Hell Outlaw needs to harpoon and get some big damage in. Swap it to his gun as a survival. Trying to make some arcane shots from a distance. Throwing in nades. Well, there's going to be some missiles hitting him. Does get many minutes at the last second. Should be able to heal him up by a hair. But still try to swap to that gun as a survival. Isn't going to be any good for him though. 31% damage and still able to get a little bit of healing. So far, Seawark hasn't really had the most trouble with this Hunter yet. Swap into a gun as a survival in PvP. Is that going to be actually viable? I think it'd be cool if you could actually make a legit play out of it. I think personally it'd be cool. And one thing that Hell Outlaw does have is dots. The grenades, the pet. I guess the pet isn't really a dot per se, but they're still pretty good. Nice knockback onto Seawark. Trying to get a Cyclotronic Blast, getting interrupted on it though. Very, very unfortunate. That's going to be some manning advantage for Hell Outlaw. As long as he keeps dots on PTR's no Bueno, he might be good. He needs to get a new pet up and running immediately. Does he know it? New pet, right now. You need to revive pet. I think revive pet channel is a lot longer, isn't it? It's like the summon pet for Warlocks, is it not? Arcane Orb is going to get Hell Outlaw in the open. PTR no Bueno just needs to get himself a nice setup. Touch of the Magi with Arcane Missiles from range. Hell Outlaw cannot interrupt the Mage from range. He doesn't have an interrupt in his gun. Getting himself Eagles up and running. Needs to swap to the weapon if he wants to make the Eagles really work. Going to be short invis for his PTR no Bueno, but the Hunter can see him through invis. Getting the pet over there, trying to get a polymorph to the pet. Hunter going in for a little bit of self-heal. PTR closing the gap. Needs to maintain the dots onto PTR. Does he have any more defenses? He needs to get aggressive. He needs to go into Harpoon, get some big damage in. Gonna be PTR just, I think, doing a bit of a standoff with the Hunter. Arcane Blast almost kills him. Hell Outlaw super low. Arcane Orb barely gets him and finally does go down with War Grand. Last one left as a survival. Needs to close the gap. There might be PTR going down here. PTR no Bueno in an ice block. Not a lot of health available. Has images if necessary. Time warp. I don't know if he's there. I actually can't see time warp at all. Temporal available as well if he needs to. Might need to use temporal as early as possible. Try to see if he can blink away from War Grand. That's going to be that temporal for a second. Does have images. The pet is going to do quite a bit of damage though. Yeah, it's gonna do quite a bit of damage. Try to get a time warp, barely any health available. Might have to time warp. Freeze a trap. Does he use time warp? Does Warcraft get one more hit? Bike getting flown from a mile away. Bike still connects. I think it's gonna be lights out for the mage, unless someone can heal. Wait, is he actually gonna do it? Wait, how is he healing? Hello? I think it might be it. I might be dead. Kill shots. Down he go. Yep, Warcraft did it. That was a pretty good duel for Seavark. Literally just kiting people around. Mad missiles, mad damage. Turtle shot coming out for Warcraft versus Warthor the Monk. Warthor Monk? I like Warthor the Monk. But he does have the Dwarven like heritage armor, which looks cool. Worgen getting caught in a ring of peace. Freezing trap is available for Warthor, though the Zuen pet is out. I think it looks like it's a prog Zuen, maybe. If Worgen can get himself some dots on the Warthor, is gonna harpoon, maybe get some big damage. Huge setup. Karma needs to happen. Does get the karma. Does he get enough to kill here? The healing is not gonna be as high at 50% dampening. What Worgen needs to do is survive this karma long enough and turn the damage around back into Warthorus. Does he get to incap for a second? Warthor tried to vivify. Does not have enough and does go down. It looks like Warcraft does take him out at the last second. Oh my goodness. Christina tried to see if he can find the survival hunter out. Does get flared out. Try to get an opener. Does not get the stun opener. Working still in a bad spot. Using... he's using Scarab Beast on Christina. First time we've seen a hunter use that in Shadowlands pre-patch PTR. Big dress by Christina. I think it's going to be lights out for the hunter. Yo, dude. That was a long game between Seavark and all the boys with a 4-1, man. Looks like Arcane Mage is slap, boys. Looks like the slap. I think a lot of that game ended up being the hunter and the paladin hanging around behind the pillar, which is a little bit unfortunate, right? It's a lot of unfortunate. But we got to get another one going, man. I'll probably cut that one out a little bit, like cut it down a bit because it was just so long. But using a gun with Chain Shot to purge magic spell for magic is a good idea. Well, actually, banning the changes, you don't need a gun anymore. You don't need a gun. You have to be able to run kill command and chakrams for range to work. Yes, you do, but you won't do nearly as much damage as a melee survival. Trust me when I say that. I tried it. I really wanted it to work. You know what I mean? Alrighty, boys. Let's get another one up and running. It was Sav. Was it Sav versus Kragar? We gotta get Borzuksa in here. We can get Borzuksa and Sav. I don't know if Tooth is still around. We can get Tooth maybe versus Kragar. But we can start switching you guys up around a little bit, yeah? That sounds like a lot of fun. Sounds like a lot of fun. Let me title it. Well, I don't know why I decided to title Lisa's BFA PTR, but it works out. Chank melee, I assume kill shot is melee only for survival. I did not check. I'm marksman on this guy, so I have no idea. I'll get to check it out later, Baron. Remind me on Discord. How does that sound? Remind me on Discord, my dude, okay? Alrighty, 5 men ready. Boards, I got you. And Sav. We do this. Ready again, PS? We didn't get to play. I know. Lots of you guys didn't get to play. But I gotta get boards in here and Sav, man. I gotta get a bit of variety. Let me do this. I have water. You know what? Let me go switch out water, because this water's been sitting on my table for an hour or so. It's not as cold. I like my water freezing cold. Let me go grab a soda and a water from the fridge. Fresh, okay? Real quick. Bear back. And I already have it queued in the chat. It's already sitting. I just hit enter. And we're ready. It's going to be a Borzuksa and Sav. Give me a sec, okay? Let me just go grab myself something fresh, dude. I just got to throw this back in the fridge. Bear back. Alrighty, boys. Ugh. gonna take a sip, dude. I need one. Cat, my man, how you doing, my dude? Got a group? Yo. Let me see if I can, here you go, my man. Here you go, my dude. Yo, I gotta get, Boris and Savin here. Because they've been waiting, but let's get Cat right after that, man. Let's get a Cat right afterwards, dude. So what was telling me was Claw. It's very overtuned. That's why I don't like PTR. Claw? What are the changes that the Claw heals you now? Like the, mode Claw? Instead it gives you mana, it gives you health? That seems a little dumb. Unless maybe mana, if you're full of mana, it just gives you heal instead. I don't know how that goes, dude. I don't know how that goes. It always done it? Really? It's just not tuned. Wait, on PTR or on live? Mana and HP right now. Wait, is that always on B? Does it do it on BFA? Like on live service? Or is this a PTR thing? Switch. Alrighty, who do we got? We got ourselves Mova on team 1 with Shaken in the back. We got Lawyer, I guess. We got SMH Mage. We got the Mage and we got Witcher. On team 1 versus team 2, we got ourselves Genic hanging around as a big old red Pally with Milord. Pally, actually, it's going to be Tilatex as a Fury, Quad as a Shadow Priest, Milord Pala as a High Elf Pala. And we also got ourselves Sugars. Well, there it is. It's going to be Mova versus Tilla as a Fury Warrior versus a Warlock. What's Tilla again? It's 2. Okay, cool. It's going to be a big old Infernal dropping in. Chaosbolt's flying. That's going to be Shadow Fury to follow after that. Mortal Coil is still going to have anything for this. Having to go for Enrage Regen pretty early on. Big port available for Mova, though, being a Warlock. Can Gateway if he wants to. Quick Succubus CC onto Tilla for a second. Mova blinking away. With the Chaosbolt, that's going to be reversed back to Mova. Quite a bit of damage back to him, but not the biggest damage possible. Tilla tried to go for a bit of a renewal. Or regenerating from the Xanda, but looks like he might just die to the Rain of Fire as well as the Infernal. Second Infernal drops in, just punches them in the back of the head. That was a little bit unfortunate here. And then Milord, which one's Milord? Milord is 4, okay. Mova getting him with a stun. Milord got himself full wings, full burst damage available. Fear! Milord does not have a way to break out of that fear, with the Kesbos going to be flying at him right afterwards. With the big old Immolate Kesbos loaded up again with a Succubus. Shield of Vengeance is available though. So Mova did use quite a lot there to CC Pala. Is still keeping him at bay. So he's trying to deny the damage from Pala's wings. Because Milord is playing Crusade. Crusade is a little bit hard for a Warlock to deal with if you're just getting blasted by him. Crusade gives you all that haste, rampy damage. But you saw how much you can do with Warriors in a couple of games or two. Turn evil to get a fear onto the demon. Milord could actually approach Mova by himself without the Succubus CC following it up. That's actually interesting. Succubus CC runs out. I was hoping he'll have the turn evil by then, but that's going to be Succubus CC to deal while Mova is stunned. I think Mova's trying to kind of keep away from the gateway if necessary. Got himself reflect in case Pala is going to go. I guess he doesn't have a Hodge anymore. What else are they going to do? Mortal Coil to walk the Pala out with a stun. Does have the Void of Rachel to get away if he needs to. And I think Milord Pala is setting up. He was kind of ready. Like, am I going to run at him? Am I going to run away? Looks like he's going to range out away from the fear. And range away from the scales. Let's hide behind the pillow for a second. Maybe catch up on his health a little bit. Maybe even kill the Succubus. Might actually be even worth to kill the Succubus. Or you can just keep it around and then have a turn evil. Succubus corner, and that's going to be a Chaos Bolt at Milord out there. Does get himself Crusade. Looks like he might actually beat up on the Succubus in order to get himself a little bit of a Crusade. Then maybe get a turn evil onto the Succubus. We'll have to wait and see. Or actually, no. It looked like it was maybe a Wings proc. Either from an Essence. Maybe he went for the Mineral Anguish to maybe get himself Wings and heal a little. But it looks like he's going to have to wait us a little. I guess he's just going to wait until he has full cooldowns available. But what can he be waiting for? I guess maybe mana. It's going to be turn evil onto the pet. Try to see if he can approach Mova. That's going to be a Hodge reflected back to himself. Mova blinking away as Pala does go for the bubble. And there goes Mova with a gateway. Pala maybe played his hand a little too early. That bubble came in maybe a little too fast for him. Hodged himself, which was super unfortunate. Now you can just see how many tools Mova has now. You have Reflect. You have a Port. You have all your pets. You have a gateway, void of Rachel to give you the mobility. I mean, it's kind of nuts. I mean, Lord Pala did have to pop wings for this. So it looks like Pala might just have to play the long game and pillar side game away from Mova. Mova might just have to drop in an Infernal, make mad random fire happen, drop in a bunch of Infernals, and see if he can kill Lord Pala himself. He might have to play this very, very brazenly, very aggressively. How did that stun miss? I feel like it shouldn't have missed. Also, Mova, do you know that you have a oh, there goes Infernal. I think he's just gonna do exactly as I said. He's gonna get the Dark Soul stability. Infernal ready. Infernal doing quite a bit of damage to Malor Pala. Maybe even Rain of Fire will do a lot. Does he get to root him down? No Hand of Freedom on Pony is available. Mortal Coil comes out with a Casbolt right after. Does Malor go down? Shield of It is barely holding him up. Gets a small heal in the last second. Needs as many Ward of Glories as possible. Infernal's just surrounding him. Needs a heal right now. Bop and Wings just to maybe heal. Bop maybe might be able to avoid some melees from this Infernals, but he's under a ton of pressure. Second BC to keep him in place for a second. Mova trying to find the angle, and Malor did live out the Infernal's Hand of Freedom available to keep him running. And Mova is just trying to land a corner strat on him. Malor looks like he did live through this. It's going to get a fear onto that pet with some flash of lights to follow. No second BC for a second. Mova, does he realize that his pet is feared into Africa over there? I don't think he realized that at the last second. That's a little rough here, man. Yeah, I feel like Mova should have just maybe stuck with it. I know you're basically walking into the Paladin with the potential for him just to hodge you and burst you down, but I don't know how else you're going to play it. Because Malord is going to play it super safe. We got to hit the 5 minutes. Malord going for a turn evil. Does that have a DR in the pet? That's your DR, right? No, it looks like it had the same duration on a fear. It looked like a normal Warlock fear, but on a demon. If that ability doesn't have a DR, that could be really good. I got 12.5k Chaos Bolt crit GG. Yo, that seems a little nuts. You want to join duels to show us a Chaos Bolt crit? If it's like 15k in heal in total. What the hell? That seems like a lot. That seems like a lot. 15k healing. That seems busted. Seems a little busted, to be honest. Miller Proud trying to see if he might be able to get around the corner. Mova trying to see if he can root him. I don't think Mova has the Untitled Slaughter for roots though. So I don't know if he can actually catch him. Might be easy if he did. Miller does have a succubus to at least build holy power off of. Can use that holy power to heal himself. Try to see if he can get a fear onto the pet. But looks like Milord is going to stick to his guns and camp out in the graveyard until he gets some cooldowns available. Mova making sure to just stay out in the open where he has the most advantage with the ports, with the gateway, with the void of racial. Are we going to be at a standstill? Is this really going to go into dampener? Come on, my lord. I believe in you, my lord. Wait, did he leave? He didn't leave, did he? Wait. Wait, my lord is here. Somebody else left on team 2. Was that the guy that... Was it the warrior that left? Because Milord used to be F3, now he's F4. I guess he's target 3. Milord Pallet got himself the big old bubble, big damage. This is going to be big ports available for Mova. Gateway into a port back. It looks like Milord is still going to keep trucking the damage with a crusade. Shadow Fever trying to happen. Is it going to be though? It is going to happen. Milord Pallet does have Shield of Vengeance for this though. Does not seem to hit Mova. Does have the Void of Racial available if he needs to. Is going to port away with a Casbolt lined up for Milord. Is that going to be enough though? Big damage and down goes Milord. Paladin, the Lord, has been slain by a big nasty warlock. Who's gonna be the next to fight in the glory of Milord? We got ourselves Genic, yet another paladin. What kind of Genic is he? Is he photogenic? Hygienic? We don't know. Maybe he has really good hygiene, you know? Maybe that's not a staff, maybe it's just a really rigorous toothbrush. You never really know. Maybe sponsored by Colgate. Colgate with Genic. Mortal Coil onto Genic. It looks like it's going to be a big old fear and Casbolt to fall Raptor. Genic popping the bubble. Looking to get big damage onto Mova. Mova still has a bit of the mobility. Unless he run out of mobility at all though. Big damage coming in for Genic. The wings and everything. Blood of the enemy. I think Mova could get one shot here. Doesn't have anything for this at all. Lived. Executor said Inspire her. Succubus is here for just the last second. Trying to get a Casbolt, but Genic does end up swiping him out. Looks like brushing your teeth twice or 3 times a day does pay off with Witcher gonna be going up next. Try to see if we can blast up Genic. Big avatar, no bubble. That's a dead paladin in my book. Who's up next? Is either going to be Quad, or it looks like it's going to be Quad backing up, so Sugarskin going next as a Survival Hunter versus Witcher. We are at 8 minutes, so we dampen is going to be 21%. It is going to be a little bit rough. Nate's going to throw a bunch of Sugars as the Warrior charges in. Bit of Blaze Storm on top of Sugars. As the Hunter is going to go for a lot of range play right now. It's going to be a short stun onto Witcher, but the Hunter is nowhere near to be found. You can't really continue the damage. At least he's trying to. Sort of. Can Witcher actually just outlive Sugars here? I think he actually might be able to. Literally. Reflect available in case Sugars goes in for a freezing trap. Looks like no freezing trap yet. Could go for it now if he needs to. Warbreaker coming out. Sugars should probably be worrying about his health. Lagging a little bit. Porting away on this map. I guess it's going to be a Hunter with a couple of Mage Blinks. There's a couple of Shimmers, you know what I mean? No biggin. Witcher leaping next to Sugars. Is he going to catch him? Freezing trap comes out, so it looks like it's going to be disconnect for a second. Sugars trying to go for a heal, but looks like it gets disrupted somehow one way or another. Looks like his pet is down for the count. Does he want to maybe resummon the pet? Looks like he didn't need any pet. He's a survival hunter, man. He's just going to survive. He doesn't need a pet to survive. But it's going to be a turtle shell available. It's going to have to get the pet, yeah. It's going to have to go for the pet. Wow, pet's cast seems kind of long, doesn't it? Is it longer than usual? I think it's longer than currently. It feels like current cast is kind of long-ish, but not like that bad. I mean, Sugar's basically turtle, summon pet, and that's all he can really do. That's going to be quite a bit of damage from a Witcher to follow. Sugars just doesn't really have the dots rolling. Doesn't really do a lot of dot maintenance. I guess this Warrior does have a freezing trap. Manic Bender's finally getting a little bit of value to them. Can Witcher close the gap and really make a play? It looks like Sugars is going to be sneaking away into, almost getting away into a camo. Blinking around the map a little bit again. Not really sure what's going on there. But Witcher tried to see if he might be able to cleave through Sugars down. Big Blaze Storm coming out. Sugars going in for a little bit of range damage. Got them Eagles flying if necessary. But I don't think it's going to be enough. I think Witcher just has way too much defensive at this point. Defensive stance, ignore pain. Is this a bleed on Sugars? Like, he has a decent bleed. Crucible, is that going to be enough? Feign Death, does it remove it? I don't think it removes it. Manic Bandage, Freezing Trap, nice setup for Freezing Trap. Running into a wall, never mind, blinking everywhere. Not really sure what he's trying to do. Trying to revive a pet, is he going to be able to? Or is that going to be a big old execute by a Witcher? I think he's just trying to get it, see if he can get an execute off. I don't even know how Sugar's surviving this. Looks like this man is having some mad lag. Does this guy have a Stormbolt? I don't know if Witcher's playing Stormbolt for this match. I think he's playing, more of a heal heavy playstyle. Charge? He doesn't play 2 charges, otherwise I think he'd be using it a lot more often. I think he's playing Impending Victory. So he might be playing it. The Reflect on the Sugars on a trap, gonna be perfect. Sugars still out in the open. Try to get himself a small heal. 38% damage, try to make as much of a play as possible. Looks like without lag, he might be going down. Somehow still alive. I think Witcher got a bleed on him. I thought it would be enough. There it goes. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, dude. I don't know what's going on there. Quad, last one left on team 2. As a Shadow is going to be a bit of a greater fade away from Witcher into a stun to follow. Witcher has an answer for it. Try to see if he can heal himself a little bit. Reflect available for the next hit. That's going to be Witcher trying, or Quad trying to see if he might be able to heal himself up. Blade Storm coming out. I think he actually did hit himself up. Did he? Did he hit himself with a DP? I certainly hope not. The Reflect, I think, lasts for quite a bit. Big executes available for Witcher. Quad is trying to think to get a DP back into Witcher again. Matt, you just go for Disperse. Witcher has a little bit of health, 43% dampen. It could be anyone's game at this point. Quad still has Vampiric Void Eruption. Doesn't go for Void Eruption at all. Fear as he's trying to Goblin Glide away or Goblin Jump away. Looks like it's not going to be enough. Warbreaker up, try to get an interrupt on the Shadowlands. Does the Reflect, a big old execute comes out by the Warrior. Finishing off that game. And looks like, was Witcher the only one that got any kills? You guys don't keep believing if you're going to get kills or not. I think it was Mova with some kills. At least one against my lord. And then the Paladin clapped Mova. And then I think Witcher clapped him. And then it's been Witcher since. Man. Yeah, if you guys can not leave maybe, that would be great. So I can at least see like who did what damage. I would appreciate it a ton, boys. Would appreciate it a ton. Alrighty, boys. Let's get another going, yeah? Let's get another motherfucking duel going, boys. Yo, PTR duels seem kind of fresh. It does seem that, Searex said the claw seems a little busted on PTR. But everything else seems kind of fresh. Not gonna lie. It's kind of new. Also, why does it keep telling me you guys are online or offline? Is it like a Bina thing that I gotta do? Oh my god. Social. Is that all I need to do? Maybe show Charles window. Is that all needed? Because I think I have all these off usually on live. Because I usually don't see it like popping on, off, and in chat like that. Alrighty, Atherman says he's ready. We just had, I think, who did you just dueled? I think it was Sav and Boars. Atherman is here. Kraga, are you here? Raven, are you here? Tooth, are you here? Alright, man, hope you did a good. Love you. What's up, Baron? Hey, my man, hope you're having a good one, dude. That huge dampening makes it rough for the healers to solo near the end. Well, nobody's really a healer. Everybody here has off heals, but yeah, I can agree. Like, if you have any heals, but not heals don't want to do duels, though. Summon demons in revive pet is now a 6-second cast. That's interesting. I wonder if that'll be good, because I feel like for warlocks and hunters, keeping their pets alive is never an issue. Like, if they die, it's like, oh, let me just quickly summon them. At least I think it is like that in BFA. So having like a long summon, like killing the pet, is not worth. Which I think might not be a bad thing, in my opinion. Hey, where's Dalaran? What's going on? Hello? Where's the mobility? Here, turtle that died already of a brain? What? Mobility is always nice. They don't really have a lot of mobility. Red Image is gonna get nerfed just like BFA. You think so? Sav got a 5. Cracker's ready. Athman's ready. Katrikan, my man, where are you, by the way? Cat, okay, there he is. Have 3 new. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, dude. Let's do Cat versus Cracker, man. I think that'd be kind of fun. Katrikan versus Cracker, spectator match. Be sure you guys are out of Love G, by the way. Katrikan and Kragar. We'll try that, and then we can maybe get Atho and Raven, or Atho and Sav. I don't know if Board's got a group or not, so I'm gonna put him on the side here. Raven, I haven't heard from him since. But we have these boys here, so maybe we'll do it like that. Dollar revive pet is 2 seconds on live, lol. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, on live, it doesn't seem like killing your pet has any big consequences. So, isn't it better for everybody else that's not a hunter? I guess if you're a hunter, you're probably like, man, I kind of hate it. I can understand, but it might be better just for just to have, like, if a class decides, hey, I'm gonna commit my big damn into the pet, eliminate it, make it harder for people to recover pets, make healers have to heal pets. That might be better, maybe. You might tickle. Yo, if Tickle wants to join me, he's always welcome, dude. Yo, if someone wants to get Tickle up in there. Also, warlocks have a cooldown too. They could like make a pet almost insta summon, can't they? On like a 2-minute cooldown. I think it's 3 minutes, but you can make it a 2-minute CD in Conduit, can't you? Yeah, I doubt it's gonna be that bad. Like, if I play pet class, I don't play pet class, I guess technically as a rogue. I doubt it's gonna be that bad though. Like, it's just to keep your pet alive. You know what I mean? Press that pet heal. Switch. What do we got? We got ourselves team 1 with Metric as a shadow priest. We got ourselves Catcher Can. He's the man himself, Hell Force, and looks like he's gonna be first up. Kareth setting up a gateway. That's gonna be Rykos in a what the hell's going on? Hunter's attacking. Well, I guess we'll move on to Atherman. Ath, are you ready? Sav, are you ready? I guess we'll get another duel. Okay, well, there was that. Atho, Sav, let me know when you guys are ready, dudes. Let me know when you boys are ready. Hunters are real. Yep. By the looks of it. Atho, let me know when you're ready, my dude. Let's just give Hunter the old Phoenix Spirit, which is a cooldown instantly revive the pet. I mean, you could just. I wonder how because I'm pretty sure the pet heal, like pet spirit man or pet man, is pretty strong, isn't it? Or replace him? Nah, dude, I'm good. I'm gonna get Atham in here. Athel, man, and Sav. We're gonna have to put you and Krager on back burner then, boys. We just gotta get the next duel. People that actually want to duel. 12 are on. Oh, worst arena possible, dude. What is going on, man? Dude. It still baffles me when you join like 5v5 1v1 duels. Like, what's the most important part of it? The 5v5, the 1v1, or the duels? I don't know, dude. Can somebody answer it, boys? I have no idea. 5v5, 1v1, the duels? Is it the V? I think the V is the most important part. There's 2 V's, right? Dude, V for Vendetta. Good movie. Got it. Nonsensical? I know. That's how I feel when hunters just do that kind of shit. Makes no sense. Switch. We got ourselves. Oh no. Yo, where's Dark? Dark, my man. I hope Blizzard grant this man some mana, because apparently with Shadow Priest, I mean not Shadow Priest, Elemental Shamans, Enhancement Shamans, all Shamans apparently get some mana burn in these. So please Blizzard grant him some mana. We got Dark Ol, we got Dark or Ellie. Dark or Ellie? Is that what it is? We got ourselves Milord Pala with Sugar Cookie in the back. We got Decap looking like a monster with that body paint. It looks like they're missing a 5th, but that's okay. We got ourselves Wartherus on the Monk, gonna be first up on Team 1. We got ourselves on the side Saris. We got Atho, Christina, and Crazy Cat. Warther having to go versus Sugar Cookie, which I think is 3. Okay, he is 3. That's going to be Shadow Priest versus Warther. Trying to get some dots is going to be a bit of a greater fate for Sugar Cookie right now. Trying to avoid as much damage as he can from the Monk. Legacy coming out. Is that a fool's win by Warther? Big disperse coming out for Sugar Cookie. Going to get some mad heals. I think that is a real win though. Ring of Boopity Bop, Ring of Peace. Just not going to let him go anywhere. Sugar Cookie trying to get some big damage in. Got a big old DP. Warther is going to go for the Dwarven Rachel, taking off all those dots. Sugar Cookie having to go and pop himself into the full Void Eruption. Got himself the full Mastery. Blasting all the damage, trying to get some dots into Wartherus, who's going to go for a diffuse magic though. He just cycled through his defensives, trying to deal with all that magic damage versus Sugar Cookie. But looks like the Shadow Priest is still alive. He did go through every single defensive silence and a fear onto Wartherus as Sugar Cookie looking to escape. Got a big DP onto Wartherus. Just kind of hoping the dots rot him down from a distance. Going to be Wartherus trying to deny any kind of heals for Sugar Cookie, just putting pressure on the man constantly. Has incaps if he needs to. Has the slows if he needs to. Visifear might close it out. Sugar Cookie trying to keep himself alive, but looks like no cigar. And down he goes with Milord Paladin. Going to be next up as a Red Paladin. Hodge into Warther as the Monk. Should be quite a lot of damage. I keep swapping to the wrong person. I'm so sorry. With big old Crusade wings coming out. Lexi by Warther is just looking to take his stubby little legs and get the hell out of there. Trying to spam those Vivifies. Big port available. I'm just going to try to see if he can hide behind the pillar for a second. Versus Milord. Trying to CC his Crusade as best as possible. Nice incap though. If you get to CC the Crusade and then just get some damage onto the Pala outside of Crusade, you might be in a good spot. Because this is where Milord get quite a lot of damage available. Visifear is flying, nice parry. Milord still getting quite mad damage in there though. It's going to be using the trinket from the Maud, the tank trinket from Maud, to give himself an absorb, which I think does more absorb if it's a magic damage. But it's going to be Wartherus just getting in with a disarm, just trying to do some damn. Hodge reverse back to Wartherus. Does Milord have wasted still? Does big damn coming out? Oh, huge setup onto Wartherus. He tried his best, but another minute-long wings with that big Seraphim was just spectacular. Christina up next versus Milord Pala. Trying to see if he can land a big old open and get the bleeds rolling before he can get his Crusade back. 40 seconds on that. Milord Pala still holding on to his big defensive zone. He's going to drop down that Consecration. Try to see if he can get Christina out in the open. I do like the use of Paladins in Consecration. Not the best ability. I don't think Paladins will even maybe waste a global in AoE, drop it in Consecration. Maybe at the very beginning. It just doesn't really do as much. But, I mean, it's pretty good in PvP. Trinket available for Christina with Bark Skin. That's going to be Milord Pala surrounded with the Shield of Vengeance. Going to be a perfect opportunity for him to catch up on a couple of heals. And if Christina gets aggressive right now, it would be really bad for that shield to splash back. The Consecration not really doing much against Christina. Must be running either Balance Affinity or maybe the Rake. It just has a little bit extra range yards to it. Just a couple extra yards range. Paladin popping off with wings. Big damage. This is going to be in Caparor onto the Paladin for a second. Crusader poking back out in the open. Might want to rotate defenses. There goes the big defensive with wall. Hodge from a Lord Paladin trying to heal himself while wings are up. Still has Crusade. Still has a lot of big taking damage. Mad damage on Crusader. Taking him out. What is this damage with Crusade? Not even Execution Sentence. Not even Final Reckoning. This man is playing it a little bit differently. He still has mad damage either way. Alright, so who's going to be next? Sarah's up next as a... Okay, I was going to say maybe Affliction because of the weapon, but I'm like, nope, that's a transmog. You can transmog that staff now if you want to. You literally transmog it anytime he reaches. But it's going to be Lord Paladin getting hit with a Succubus CC from the side. That's wait, he's gonna get a corruption rolling with Dreadstalkers. Corruption doesn't really do that much damage as a demonology, but maybe for him it will, because he's playing the shadow build with the honor talent. As long as you have a succubus out, your shadow flame damage does more damage. So maybe corruption will actually do something for him. Maybe it's actually worth trying to use turn evil onto the succubus. Looks like he's gonna be able to land it with a couple flash of lights. It should be good to go. Saris really needs to get some kind of a closer onto Milord Pala. What the hell is that? Why is a Valkyr with you right now? What is going on? Is this a trinket? Are you using something? Does my Lord Palace see this? Dude, he just literally got angels helping him out, dude. Oh no. Oh no. What do you do with a Valkyr? Why do you have a Valkyr? Is that a pet or something? I don't understand. Gonna be someone Vilefin for Saras with the stone onto Milord Pala, getting Dreadstalkers up and running. That's gonna be a Shadow Fury on top of Milord Pala. Gonna be a Mortal Coil to run him away while Shield of Vengeance is out for the Paladin. Looks like the shield is gonna hold off for a little bit longer. It is gonna be split between all the pets. Big port available for Saras as Milord Pala might be able to make the shield pop. Next to Saras does get him by himself without the demons. This is why Saras needs to surround himself with demons with a Shield of Vengeance. He's gonna do so much less damage. Trying to go for a big Void of Port. Mad Void of Portal. Short Succubus onto Milord. Saras needs to get more pets up and running. Trying to get Hand of Gul'dan up and running. Double Hand of Gul'dan. Trying to get a Tyrant, but Milord is going to go behind the pillar. For Saras, maybe getting that corruption might actually be the play, man. Because it seemed to do, like he did a bit of damage with it. Or maybe he didn't and it was all the pets, which most likely it was all the pets. But with Saras, it's interesting. You know what you'll notice? He's not running insta Dreadstalkers, which is interesting. Also, Saras is not going for the big imp play, like, ever. Maybe it's just a lot harder for him. There goes the... Like, what is this Valkyr? What is it doing? Why is there a Valkyr? Mortal Coil onto Milord Pala, trying to get that corruption up and running with the Hand of Gul'dan. I don't know if corruption is actually a lot of damage. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. What happened to your imps? It looked like your imps just disappeared. They appeared for a second. Did Milord Pala just literally Wake of Ashes kill them? What's going on? What is happening? I don't understand, but it's gonna be Saras going down with a Hodge. I think it's gonna be it. Saras, are your pets bugged? Maybe they're bugged. Might be a little bit rough here. Next up is either gonna be Crazy Cat or Atha, and looks like it is gonna be Crazy Cat as a sub-rogue. Big Cold Blood available. No Shadow Blades up yet. Is gonna go for the Guardian of Azeroth, the Guardian Rock Boy. Shield of Vengeance from Milord as he gets hit with a Kidney Shot. Those Shadow Strikes are gonna burn through that Shield of Vengeance pretty quickly. Crazy Cat taking a little bit of damage splash back from Holy. Wings are up for Milord Pala. Crazy Cat does not have evasion for this one. Better be very careful. It's gonna be a vanish. Could have went for a Shadow Step interrupted to Milord with those Shadow Blades. You still have damage, but looks like he's not gonna go for it at all. Gonna be a little bit rough here, boys. That one's going to be a little bit rough. Cheap shot onto Milord Pala, trying to get the big damage up and running. Milord got himself some big setup. Huge cleave. Oh my god. Deleted Crazy Cat. Just actually deleted him. Oh my goodness. Well, down goes the boy. The man, the legend himself. Crazy Cat just getting sniped. Atha Milord bowing at the same time. Pala versus Pala. Milord down on offensive cooldowns. Is going to be down on Shield of Vengeance for 30 seconds. Unless Athaman gives him a little bit of that honor duel. Although we are at the 8 minutes. Dampening is rolling up. You've seen how much damage this man does. You would think that you would just want to go get in there and just massacre the boy. ASAP. It looks like Milord Pala is dismounted, has Hand of Freedom, which gives him a little bit of mobility. A Hand of Hindrance onto Atha does not have a way to Hand of Freedom. I wish maybe Paladin could Hand of Freedom while you're mounted. Wouldn't that be nice? You're mounted and hand of freedom while you're on a mount, so you can be rooted. I guess it would be kind of strong, wouldn't it be? Technically, it can disperse while mounted. Nobody says that's busted. I think they might just give him opportunity to maybe like while you're mounted, play Sign of Freedom. Wouldn't that be really cool? It's gonna be my Lord closing in Atho. Judgment's gonna exchange, but both of them are backing up for a second. At some point, they're both just gonna have to go. My Lord does have Crusade building up little by little. He's gonna generate some holy power from a distance. Judgment getting thrown. Looks like Athaman's Judgment for some reason are doing just a hair more damage. Probably an auto talent. Looks like these Palas are literally playing the chess game with one another. Pala, my Lord, got a big damage. Execution sets coming out for Atho. Does trinket out of that Hodge. It's going to be a human racial for it. Big execution is huge on Pala. Shield of Vengeance available for both. Pathaman does bubble it though. My Lord Pala is still holding to bubble if necessary. Flashlights are available. Try to see if he can blast into Atho. Atho Shield of Vengeance is going to be still available though if he wants to. My Lord Pala has a bubble, has Bob, has everything. Crusade rolling for a little longer. Athaman apparently didn't pop wings at all, so Athaman still has the big go. There goes the wings. Hodge to my Lord Pala. Bubble coming down immediately, bubbling while high to get himself some flashlights. Athaman should still be able to get some damage in as long as he has the mobility with Hand of Freedom. If he gets himself Hand of Freedom, he might be fine. Hand of Freedom for both. My Lord is on the retreat. Athaman is on the advance. We'll see which one of these guys end up winning. Atho still has Shield of Vengeance. That is his ace in a hole. My Lord got himself a big go into Atho. Should be lots of damage. Looks like, is he going to retreat? Looks like he's going to look for a retreat. Atho does get a slow on him with a Hand of Hindrance. Not going to let him go anywhere. Shield of Vengeance should be able to pop into Execution Sentence. Maybe, potentially could it. Going to be a big damage for Atho with Final Verdict. Execution landing. Hodge into my Lord. I think it might be done and done unless Atho for some reason just doesn't have the finishing power. Does my Lord have it? He does not, and Atho taking him out at the very last second. And he's looking over and there's Decap and everybody else, man. Decap and Dark or Ellie. Looks like Decap is going to give him a bit of an honor duel. This is cremating the Lord. Cremating the remains. Give him that honor burial. Decap, you look insane, by the way. You literally look like a madman, but also you look crazy. It looks so savage. It looks so great. It looks good. I love it. It looks literally crazy. It looks great. If that's the actual look you're gonna go for once Shadowlands hits, I'll be happy with that. Reflector roll for Decap. He's gonna try to see if he can maybe fight through Atho. Try to see if he can get a Hodge used early. But Atho did not want to give that Reflect a play at all. Just didn't want to give it a chance. Gonna be Atho maybe setting up a little bit. Decap got plenty of health available. Hodge by Atho doing a little bit of damage to Decap. That is gonna be executed instead of flying from above. Big final reckoning. Decap is gonna have to go for defenses here. Might have to go for big defense with heals. Big executed status gets him super low. Does he get another Bloodthirst commanding shot to follow? That's gonna be a Bob by Atho. Decap could go for a shatter. Does he go for a shatter? He could have just shattered it and continued healing. I don't think it could interrupt shatter either. I think Decap is dead. Barely in health. Reflect. Oh, Atho comes in with the big old Templars. Is Dark or Ellie? He has like no mana, or do you? Oh, I don't even know how. Do you have mana? Can you actually play? Oh, he's crying. I don't think he has mana. Yeah, I don't think he's actually going to be able to do much. Oh, no, dude. Well, try your best. Try the very, very best that you can. Give it a good old college try. Because look at that. He made his wing. Yeah, he actually doesn't have mana. He actually can't flame shock him or anything. He actually can't do anything. He would lightning bolt him, I think, if he could. Or flame shock him. Atho, shamans right now don't have any mana in PTR. You could drop down Earth Elemental. You have mana for that. I think Lasso doesn't cost mana either. Yeah, for some reason it just like it's a bug. It's a bug. For some reason shamans, whenever they do PvP, they just get mana drain. Like over and over and over and over and over. Just mana just start draining. And a lot of your abilities cost mana. Not only your heals, but like your basic attacks, lightning bolts and stuff. Yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate. That is a bit unfortunate. Lord with a 4-0, actually 4-1, just slaying everybody. Man, the paladin damage of this match has been nuts, dude. Absolutely insane. Holy... I don't understand. I actually don't understand. Does Fear Warriors have Shadow and Throw? All Warriors have Shadow and Throw now. All warriors have Shadow and Throw. Yeah. This is so sad. Yeah, you have to get a trinket from, you have to buy a trinket now in Shadowlands. You're gonna have to have so the PvP vendors have like the Relentless trinket, Adaptation trinket, all that stuff, but it has to take up a trinket slot. I guess to limit the power of unused trinkets in PvP. Which I really do hope they do that. I hope they maybe cut down PvE trinkets in half. Just all PvE trinkets in PvP, like 50% less effective. And make PvP trinkets the most effective. I think that might be the best way to balance specs. Make people get PvP trinkets for like procs or unused or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Can everyone get in the beta now? Nope. It's PTR, boys. Cragger's ready. Cat, are we ready? Did we put the hunter? Trumps to casters maybe want a matchup? Maybe. As long as we don't have a hunter, then I think we'll be okay. One rogue. Nope. Ooh, wait, I can make it gray? That's weird. I didn't know you could do that. Raven is ready. We'll see if we do one more after this, Raven. Hang tight. Here we go. Kragar and Cat. We'll give you guys another chance. Yeah, hopefully we won't have another guy just ignoring the part that says duel. You know, the 5v1 duel part. What is up with people, dude? For real. Like, most of you guys get it. Most of you guys join in, and everything's fine. We play our games. It's all good. But there's always that one guy that's just like, what are you doing? I mean, this is why it's probably a good idea to name your groups 5v1 duels, not just like a cat chicken group. Because they probably have no idea what that means. And you're like, oh, we gotta queue into these other guys. It's like, okay, they'll probably think like it's a war game or something. Just for fun. Makes some fucking sense, dude. Alrighty, boys. Let's get another one going. Yep. Switch. What do we have? We have ourselves Tilla on team 1 as an arms warrior. Ooh, giving it a go. Is that a Gatiku I see? We got us as Kareth, the warlock, with Cat, Shuriken, my man. Obviously, Fury Warrior is still right. We got Hellforsen as a rogue, I think a sub. And we got Metric Dotem as a Shadow Priest versus Kragar, I think, on the team. It's going to be Embargo as person 1. Shake, I'm going to be going up first. We got ourselves Mill Tresse in the back. We got Kragar on the side, or is Kragar going first? Wait, I think Kragar is going first. And Ofuera. So it looks like it's going to be Kragar versus Kachikan first up. I guess he probably saw Cat and he's like, you know what? I got to go at him. Kachikan actually playing the Arms Warrior, though. So it's going to be Arms Warrior versus a Fury Warrior shake-up. Big Warbreaker coming out for Cat with Avatar after disarm onto Kragar. Kragar going with the Zot Trinket to deal with this. Kachikan leaping away. There's going to be Kragar charging right back after Cat. Stun into Cat. Does he choose to Trinket it? Might have to go very, very defensive here. Kragar got himself a little bit of that ignore pain available. Kachikan try to see if he can survive. There's going to be a little bit of that defensive stance. Trying to see if it might help him live here. Maybe just outlive the damage that Kragar's putting out. Maybe just bleed him out. Going to be that ignore pain. Needs to ignore pain as soon as possible. And it's going to get himself a heal from time to time. Fear onto Cat. Zerker raging out of it. Kragar is not going to be able to walk away too far from Cat. Cat taking a lot of damage, though. Parry might need to come out. Mind you, parry right here while Bladestorm is up. That's a lot of damage. Parry's up. It's going to go for a lot of damage. Kragar leaping away this Cat. Gets a change back to him. Shatter Throw. I don't think you can Shatter Throw through the parry. Shield coming up for Kragar with the Zerker, with the Safeguard Trinket. And that's going to be Enrage Regeneration available for him. Cat still holding his own by hair. Kragar did use his big defensive just now. Kragar, Kachikan going in for a Warbreaker. His health is not looking that good. Needs something here right now. That's not a lot of health available. Try to heal himself as much as possible. The Execute comes out and Kragar takes him out. Then a Zot Trinket, I think, gave him just a slight edge in the competition. And the self-healing that a Fury Warrior has compared to an Arms Warrior, that is tough. I don't know if Cat at any point could swap to a shield and pop block for any of the burst from Kragar. I don't know if he had the ability. I think you do have the ability, though, in PvP, right? I mean, how else would people be able to take over gear in PvP, right? Next up is going to be Tilla as another Arms Warrior trying to see if he can make a play against Kragar himself. Is he in defensive stance? Looks like he's in battle stance. Double disarm on both the warriors. Kragar is going to get a charge to Tilla either way. Popping in that defensive stance for Tilla. Is trying to reduce some of the pressure from Kragar. But the healing, though, dude, the healing is going to be a lot different. He even said he won't play Tank Trinket, not cool. Ah, no, he said he won't play the Tank Trinket? Unforged, dude, unforged. Yeah, hoping Blizzard just nerfs chain trinkets by like, let's just say like 98%. Just do it. Just do it. In PvP, if you're using tank trinket, 98% reduction. Make it useless. I think it'll be a lot more fun that way. I mean, it's still gonna be a pre-patch. Nobody's gonna matter, but I think it's gonna be a lot more fun that way. Tilla though was kind of a setup piece of playing. Is it playing Rend by any chance? Because they did buff Rend. I don't know if those buffs for Rends are available on pre-patch, but I know they're available. Should be available on beta, where Rend will actually make it do more crit damage to the enemy, which will be very interesting to see. I wonder if it'll have a lot of PvP viability, where a crit normally is not a good stat, but like if your crit did take more damage, like 20% more. That seems really, really strong. That would be a second spec in the game to get something like that, besides I guess Elemental Shaman with how much damage the crit does. That's gonna be Tilla taking quite a bit of damn from Kragar. Trying to swap to the wrong person, I'm sorry about that. Parry available for Tilla, but Kragar looks like he's just unfazed by the damage of an arms warrior, no matter if you're using, I don't even know if he's in Katika. I'm just kind of wondering if he is. Trying to go for a regenerate for a second, but that does break immediately. Trying to pop spell reflect. What are you gonna reflect versus Kragar? I don't really know what you can. Kragar does have this nice charm. Oh, no, actually, it's like a Zostrinket rather. Not really much of a charm, really, till it's super low. Execute settings should be, or execute should be available for Kragar as well here. Ignore pain available for Tilla. Does ignore a certain portion of the damage, but still, portion goes through. And Kragar takes out another arms warrior. Very, very unfortunate. Is it going to be Hellforsen? 4. Okay, Hellforsen Assassination Rogue next. Where's this Kragar? This is going to be very interesting. Vendetta already burning onto Kragar, Hellforce, and popping that evasion. Kragar can't really do much against the evasion. Does not have the shield macro available or anything for these duels. But he's going to get a stun to Hellforce and get some damage in. It looks like the Vendetta is over, so I think the worst of the rogue damage is gone. Kragar shouldn't have to worry about it. Hellforce does play the wound poison, so, or should be playing wound poison for these duels. So hopefully it should give him a bit of advantage with all the heals that Kragar does. Big blaze from Hellforce can't even go for a kidney shot. Sacred Chicken proc from kidney shot onto Kragar. Kragar still has plenty of health. Does the rogue have enough to turn the damage around though? Big Nazoth Trinket coming out for Kragar. Big tank trinket keeping him alive here. Hellforce going in for that blind onto Kragar. Might just wait out for the Nazoth Trinket and maybe open up when he doesn't have anything. Kragar has big defensive variable, Rune Rage Regen. He got Rallying Cry. And he does have Recklessness too, so he can go for big damage. Stun onto Kragar. Hellforce trying to make as much of a play here as he can versus Kragar. That's going to be a Stormbolt by the Warrior, trying to give himself a bit of a charge, bit of a heal. As we are finally hitting the 5 minutes dampening, finally rolling up. I do wonder what Hellforce is playing. I wonder if it's better, I think, because I know there's been some changes with how rogues are in Shadowlands versus BFA. I still think Wound Poison is better for this, right? Because that, I mean, Kragar is healing a lot. Hellforce don't look at that good. No evasion available. Kidney shot, but it's not going to be enough though. He's sitting, looking to the eyes of an execute machine right here. Down he goes. With Kurth going to be up next as a Affliction Warlock. Is that what's going on? Yes, it is an Affliction Warlock with a Skull of Manari. Is it Manari? Manari. Trying to see if he can get himself a gateway rolling Mortal Coil onto Kragar while Nazotric is available. Trying to get a UA up and running. Big damage for Kurt. Trying to land a fear onto Kragar. Does get it. That's going to be a big old pet. Death Bolt doing quite a lot of damage. Malefic Rupture just melting Kragar. Absolutely just dumpstering the boy. But the man recovers by a hair. Fear is going to be put back into Kurt. Kragar is going for as much self-heal as humanly possible. Kurt still has quite a lot of damage ready. Got to get himself a port. That was a lot of damage that Curtis just dumped into Kragar. Deathbolt into Malefic Raptures while CC'd. That was nuts. But the fact that Kragar is alive still to this day, dude, is insane. Like, that's just a warrior, dude. That's just a Fury Warrior. Just survivability. He has Circle Rage if he wants to. I don't know if he used it already. He probably did on a Fear. That's gonna be another Fear with Haunt. Gonna break. No, doesn't break. Gonna be able to get all those dots up and running. Kragar just gonna get a charge heal. We keep forgetting that it's only 7 minutes and there's a big Deathbolt Malefic Rapture coming. Again, Kurt can just get a little bit of damage in. Nazoth Trinket is going to reduce his damage so much though. It's like a short shield with 80% damage reduction. And I wonder if that overlaps with Ignore Pain. It might, because I think Warrior might have actually the biggest damage reduction possible, dude. In a single class. Ignore Pain and that Nazoth Trinket. Looks like Kurth is going to make himself an escape plan. Fear onto Kragar. Going to get a Haunt, UA. Trying to get some dots up and running as well. And it looks like the dots and the kiting just won't do much to Kragar. He needs to get those Malefic Raptures in. Just to get him out in the open and dumpster those Malefic Raptors in. Looks like he's going to be using the curses. Curse of Weakness onto Krager, reducing his auto attack speed by a little bit. Quite a bit of healing for Krager with a drain life though. What is that? Is he using like the talent with Agony to give himself big drain lives? Some Malefic Raptors coming out from the stun. Krager dropping down to half his health. Ignore Pain is back up and running though. Big port available for Kurth. Krager taking a little bit of dot damage, but Kurth just has quite a bit of this burst lashes with those Malefic Raptors, but not really a good enough setup lineup to get the big damage death bolt, bunch of these all at once back to back. It is a little bit of forge. Popping up some cooldowns. It's going to be Krager with the reflect for a second. With an Azoth Trinket, Kurt does get away with a gateway interrupted on Shadow, locked out of his damage and abilities for a second as he has every cooldown available. That's going to be a Mortal Coil. Does he go for the big setup Haunt? UA. That's going to be charged for Krager. Going to be able to get himself a heal port available for Kurth. And I think Krager is actually trying to find line of sight of him. Fear, Strongbolt happens. It's going to be Fear being broken for Krager. Try to get Kurth low enough. Reflect available. And Kurth has not really been able to go for the big damage setup so far. Try to get a Fear. Not going to happen. Maybe dropping the pet for a Grimoire Sacrifice might be better. It looks like Kurth is going to be going down. I think Krager might have been able to reflect at least one dub back to Kurth. And Metric Totem, Metric Datum is going to be the last one left as a Shadow Priest. Can Krager go for a 1v5? I think with that Azoth Trinket and the Fury Warrior healing, it might be rough. I do want to see someone to give me the details, like literally use like a recount or something to show how much Krager healed and what abilities healed the most. I'm actually very interested to see him. Effective roll for Krager. Looks like Metric though is doing a metric ton of damage to him. Krager's health is actually under a little bit of strain, but maybe he just might need a little bit of second wind to recover. Still has Enrage Regeneration, so if he needs the Bloodthirst to heal himself, he's using it right now. Gonna be perfect. Blaze Storm, see he doesn't get mind controlled. Metric trying to see if he can land an MC. Looks like he decided to give up on that idea completely. Trying to get more DPs onto Krager, letting the damage really run him down. Siphon doing quite a bit of damage too. Now, that's actually a gateway that Metric could technically take. I don't know if he's going to be a good sport about it or not take it or not. Then again, Krager is using a tank trinket, so at this point I'm kind of okay if Shadow Priest takes it, honestly. Stun onto Krager, going to be a Shadow Mins for Metric. So I'm thinking of like at least equalize the duels, because I don't think a lot of people expect for it to have a tank trinket and for it to be as good as it is in PTR right now. You know what I mean? Metric though, continuing to let the dots rot Krager. Krager doesn't really go down below a certain portion of health, but he also doesn't climb back up. Maybe the dampener finally hit him hard. Metric is using this burst, trying to heal up as much as possible. Stormbolt from Krager. So for Metric, this is perfect. Krager got himself in the Azoth Trinket. Should be quite depleted with the dampening. Metric though, under a lot of pressure, needs a heal, but Krager ends up taking him out. Oh my goodness. And there it is, big old 1v5, 1.4 million damage, 1.7 million healing. I really need somebody to give me a recount, details, SCADA, whatever you got of what is healing this man right now. That's actually absurd. This warrior is literally unkillable. Literally unkillable. What is going on? Why is it 1.7 mil? 1.4 mil damage, I can understand he went through 1v5, right? But 1.7 million, why is he healing more than he's doing damage? Is it really just an Azoth Trinket doing that much? There's no way, dude. There's no way. He really wanted to duel me versus me. He didn't even honor his word. Can we have another matchup? His group played enough times. Can we have another matchup? His group played enough times. Yeah, so apparently Krager and was told Katrikan, hey, I'm gonna duel you, and I want to use a tank trinket. And when the duel happened, he was like, psych, tank trinket. A little bit scummish if you ask me, but there it is, boys, there it is. Kind of scum, but you know, I'm not here to decide your fate. Kind of scum, if that's true. Big if true. 53% versatility. Is that what really healed him that much? Someone saying there's no healer, just everyone having off heals. I remember someone saying there's no healer, just people having off heals. I wouldn't really call a warrior a healer though, Baron. You know, they don't have a healing spec. That Fury Warrior heals a lot. Yeah, I do want to know why he heals so much. Yo, somebody, this must have been somebody who ran details that round. Can somebody send me like just the SCADA or recount or details of that one game of Katrikan? I want to see what he healed, what healed him the most. I'm actually interested. I want to see if that the Azoth Trinket was like all that healing. Do you Fury versus Fury when you're ready? We're gonna play one more game. I really am interested to see what the. I first want to see the details if anybody has it. Yeah, if anybody has either the add-on details or recount or SCADA, if anybody has the damage meters from that one game, I would actually be very interested to see how much healing he did, but also what did the most healing for him. Heals more than the deal damage. Sounds like a healer to me. I mean, that's not a healer role, right? That's what I mean. Like, when I'm saying a healer, I literally explicitly mean like a healer role, tank role, spec, healer role, spec. If you were healing this much, it's a lot, and I am interested in what he was using to heal himself. That's why I would love to see like a details. We have 4 people, biggest steel cube. Yeah, whatever works, man. And we have a party for it. Yeah, did nobody have recount or SCADA or anything in PTR? Cad, Krager, your Krager's team, embargo. Those was Ath or someone. Seriously, nobody had details or recount for that one? Nobody had damage meters for that game? Addons don't work? Yeah, they do. Hold on. Let me show you. Yeah, they do. Do you guys have the right add-ons? Yeah, you guys must have the details broken. You guys have the wrong details. So, every single time, especially with SHADOWLANDS, the first thing you should do, like SCADA, details, recount, definitely find those dudes' discords or whatever website they have. Usually you get more reliable information there. But look, hit a thing. Oh, maybe you're right. Maybe mine doesn't work either. I swear to God, I thought this worked. Oh, okay. Because mine on beta works. Do I have the wrong version? Oh. Okay. My bad. I should have said anything about addons. Even my addons don't work. I thought mine worked though. I thought I fixed these in particular. Because I'm pretty sure when I did... Maybe I'm remembering it incorrectly. But when I did like a hunter video showcasing like some of the new talents... Or maybe I did it on the beta. Because I remember running this hunter over here just for that video. But I think I ended up going back to the beta. You need to update it because it works for me. Details for are made for beta, not PTR. I thought maybe they would have had a updated version by now. Yeah, I'm trying to remember because I remember making the video and I remember details worked. I just can't remember. I was, for some reason, like almost 100% sure it was on PTR. I have a really bad memory though. Honestly, I shouldn't trust my memory anymore. Every time I'm like, wait, I don't remember it. I probably should just trust you guys because my memory is really, really fucking bad. And SCADA and recount don't work either, right? Because I was hoping that maybe at least somebody would have like a curiosity of like, oh, how much damage does my class do now? Like, what abilities do the most? Like, to me personally, I find an easier time that with SCADA and recount. And I kind of guessed that SCADA and recount hopefully work, I guess. Well, it worked for me. It wasn't in that area. It wasn't mana at work. When I was in that arena, I had no mana at work. Really? Okay. Huh. Was it with Twitch app? Did you update it to Twitch app, or did you have to go through the beta version? I was replacing mine didn't work. It never shows anything, but numbers are skewed. Oh, it never shows anything, and the numbers are skewed. Okay. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Because I really wanted to see what he did. Twitch app? Wait, so it should work then. Okay, well, if I never updated mine, I guess I can't really put that kind of expedition or other stuff. If I didn't update mine. Do a matchup with that Witcher guy that's still online. Would be nice some action. Do we want to do more? Or are we Dunsky for the night? I'm trying to see if I'm Dunsky or not. Had numbers from BFA shown before. Numbers from BFA, like in PTR, but then you had like old BFA numbers showing. Well, I guess the numbers wouldn't be that different in, well, actually yes, they would be. In terms of like DPS. Because right now we have like, what? 100k average in BFA right now? Right? Like 80, 90, 60, 70, like in that ballpark. And right now it's like 5k. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's kind of weird. But I guess I might have an explanation maybe why it does that. No, I got hiccups. Do one more. I'm doing this for Cat. One more for Cat. Alright, alrighty. We're gonna get Cat versus Raven. Let's do that. Cat for Can and Raven. Ah, didn't work. Wait. Did I misspell it? Okay, doing it again. We want to give Cat a full run, man. Let's give Cat a real run, dude. If Cat feels like he got cheated from that honor duel with Kragar, who brought a tank trinket to the fight, or who brought a gun to a knife fight, it's unfortunate. Raven, Cat, you guys gotta make sure you're out of LFG queues before we queue this. Let me know if I need to requeue. Got stabbed in the back? Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. What is this posted? Location of enemy infiltration book references Nethra Z. What? Requeue. Okay, Cat, a Raven, leave queue. I'll queue you guys in like 30 seconds. If Paladin and NA realms, nope. Yeah, some of these guys are EU, some of these guys are NA. But it's really cool to see EU and NA be able to put together at the same time, man. You know what I mean? Duel, I guess, 5 hours of sleep before work is okay. Yo, alcoholic, go to sleep, man. What are you doing? Go to sleep, dude. The VODs will be there, man. Don't worry. Alright, let's try it again. We're all here and waiting. Probably enough from our end. Alrighty. Let me get it going again. Raven and Cat. It probably had a LG on. Asherman, dude. Asherman, dude. Alright, Cat took a secret to that arms warrior. Hey! And Witcher is there. I didn't realize Witcher would be in that group. I didn't mean to make it happen, but Cat could ask, hey, could we have Witcher? And it kind of just worked itself out like that. Did I save that last duel? I don't know if I did, but I definitely would want to show it. Just so the boys can see Kraga with your train trinket is unkillable. I think it'd be hilarious. Probably a good idea for Blizzard. I know it's PTR, it won't matter. You know, we won't be playing PTR for long, but Twitch. It might be good for them to nerf it, just so it'll be more fun. Wait, I think Team 2 might actually be down to some people. Oh, wait. Does this thing have like a... Did I just run into like a hitbox? Oh, no, hitbox. Weird. We got ourselves Team 1 with Metric as a Shadow Priest, Katrikan as an Arms Warrior, Kurth as Affy. We got ourselves Unfortunate as Sass, and Tilla as a Fury Warrior this time. Looks like Hell Outlaw is going to be first up. Katrikan, though, look at that dude. He got his own big old shield, a massive mace. He's going to play like the Gladiator Warrior spec, basically. Close enough, right? Hell Outlaw going to be first up as what looks like a survival hunter. And then we got in the back, we got Witcher, we got NA Red, Wargrin, and we are missing one on Team 2, but hopefully they'll get in here at some point or another. Good luck and have fun, everybody. Warrior buffs are allowed, priest buffs are allowed, Warlock Hellstones can be shared, Rogue be out of stealth unless you're dueling. Paladins keep, I guess you don't really have any buffs anymore, right? But keep your buffs to yourselves. Actually, NA Red, can you switch to away from Devotion Aura? Should we allow Devotion Aura? It's a 3% damage reduction. Should we allow Devotion Aura, boys? From Paladins, yes or no? Should Devotion Aura be a thing, or should it switch to like a like Crusade Aura? Don't allow. Okay, let's do like can you do the Mount Aura? Can you do the Mount Aura while you're not dueling? Thanks, fam. Appreciate ya. We'll just do that. We'll just do that for now. Just for now. We'll figure it out later. But yeah, if NA Red, if you could switch out of Devotion Aura into like the Mount Aura, that'd be great. I think that'd be fine. By getting thrown the Kachikan, it's just having to turn around onto the bed, actually killing the bear off. Hellauda looking to kind of back up away from Cat. Reflect available in case the freezing trap goes down. Hellauda taking a lot of damage, even though he's playing survival, switching to the ranged weapon just because he can. Has to go for a revive pet. That's gonna be that turtle shell in a little bit of trouble. Trying to get a manic bench last second. Kachikan able to interrupt it immediately. Stun onto Cat. He does get a big old charge back to Hell Outlaw. Trying to go for a little bit of cleave here too. I guess he's going for a bit of super strikes between him and the pet. Popping back in defensive stance. Hell Outlaw just doesn't really have a lot of defenses available. Big charge by Cat. Freezing trap, but Hell Outlaw does bleed out. Unfortunate. Who's up next though? Is it going to be NA Red, Wargren, or Witcher himself? Gachka does, I think. Moseying over to maybe grab some more like Hellstones maybe. No, don't. Wait, why shut him into what? No. Is that a thing? Wait, are they okay with it? I mean, if the other team is okay with it, I guess it's fine. If the other team wants to give you honor duels. Normally that's not a thing, but if you guys want to do it, that's okay. Like, if Team 2 doesn't complain, I'm alright with that. Normally, that's not how it goes, but... Okay. I mean, if the other team doesn't really say much, I'm okay with that. You guys can choose to play by your own rules if you want to. Really, it doesn't matter to me. Reflect available for Cat. Looks like NA Red is going to be able to blast out from it. Blaze coming out for Katrika, trying to avoid the Hodge. Big execution sentence is hanging over his head. Does get a disarm onto NA Red. Shield Avengers is up. Has a bit of damage still ready for Cat. Execution sentence does connect, but doesn't do nearly as much damage as he wanted. Trying to see if he can pony up to Cat. Throwing down those crucibles to heal himself. That's going to be a little bit of that self-heal. Trying to see if he can leap away. Can Hell Outlaw get out of stealth unless you're doing? Thanks, fam. NA Red actually meeting the parry from Katrika. That's a reflective Nestor. I think also Sharpened Blade might be available too. Big Warbreaker doing quite a bit of damage. Is he going to be able to do enough damage to NA Red? Looks like that's going to be Valorib getting the high pillar. NA Red being also Valorib. Katrika does have Avatar, which is going to break him away from all the slows and roots. So that's actually kind of nice. It's going to get himself a bit of a Blaze Storm rolling a little early. Can the Rogue please leave? Appreciate you, Hellforce. Can somebody tell him? Can someone besides Cat? Cat is a bit too busy trying to see if he can whoop a Red's ass, dude. Please, somebody help. And a Red looking to maybe disengage. Cat does get that charge though. The big intercept comes out, trying to go for a little bit of a... Is it trying to go for a sweep and strike just now? What do you get sweep? Maybe he wants to sweep. Sweep NA Red and his confidence. Cleave those both down in a single go. Looks like the slows in Cat are pretty big, and Katrika looking pretty healthy right now as an arms warrior. The fact that you have a little bit of self-heals of some sort, that's something. That's definitely something for sure. Definitely very interesting. Lots of utility for the warriors nowadays. BX slow into Katrika, does get a short charge to NA Red. Does reflect. Looks like Executor Sentence reverse back into NA Red. Could Katrika build up the damage on that Executor Sentence? Oh my god, it doesn't do nearly as much damage. I don't think it does as much damage if you reflect it back to the Palab. And I don't think it actually, Katrika is able to build up the damage. But that was pretty awesome. Katrika avoided that big Hail Mary completely. NA Red is going to have to bop here. Shattering Throw coming out. Is going to be able to get NA Red back into combat. Reflect Hodges himself as Wings are up and running. NA Red having to pop cooldowns here. Trying to see if he might be able to survive this. Katrika got himself more Ignore Pain, as that's going to be also Avatar on top of it. NA Red under a lot of pressure. Short stop by Cat. Shield Event is back up. Does Cat just blast through it? It's going to be big Execute. Katrika taking out the Warrior. And that's going to be Wargren heading back over. Wargren stopping Cat. Wait, Cat, this, no, what's why? He definitely, obviously doesn't want you to get a full heal. It's not 5-5s. That's not how we do these. Fam. Yeah, if Wargren wants to attack you, you shouldn't be able to just go up and heal like that. My mans. I know that Krager kind of did you dirty, but nah, dude, let's play like the normal rules, man. Come on. Only if they allow it. Only if they're okay with it. And it didn't look like Wargren was cool with it, man. Come on. Well, it's going to be resummon pet as Katrika looks like he's able to blast through these pets really quickly. It's going to be a big old Warbreaker for Cat with the Blaze Storm. Looks like Wargren is going to be able to get away from him for quite a bit. And is going to get that range damage. Katrika looking for some line of sight. Wargren keeps actually dispelling Cat. I don't know if he's able to dispel much. I guess with Crucible, you can dispel the hot and the freezing trap with the Cat. Ooh, gonna have to wait it out. Yeah, I think he's going to continue dispelling him every time he can. Taking off the hots possible. Gonna be a nice steel trap onto Cat. And I think Wargren's just gonna kind of let the steel trap do a bit of work. He just keeps dispelling him with the own cooldown. I don't really know what is there to dispel, really. I'm gonna guess the Crucible. And Wargren is gonna be under a lot of pressure. Big dress onto Katrika and Cat. Going for Ignore Pain with the disarm onto Wargren. Does he go for the big heal? Big stun and a trick coming out for Cat. Does have the cleave for Wargren and his pet. Looks like the managers are going to be on him. If Katrika can get a lucky Crucible proc off of a Bleed onto Wargren, he might be in a good spot. Try to see if he can Blaze Storm at Wargren. Back up Cat. Actually under a bit of pressure. Does he have the defense's parry coming out? Wargren, I don't really know how much damage he can really get through that parry. It looked like the pet for a second died for a second, but maybe he played Feign Death with Wargren. Short stomp by Cat with a War Stomp. And looking like he actually is going to back up behind the pillar. Go into defensive stance and might just need to blast through the pet and get himself as much self-heals as possible. Needs ignore pain basically all the time. Wargren does get a root onto Cat, leaping on top of Wargren with an avatar, trying to cleave through the Hunter as well as the pet. Gadget is actually in that execute range, looking really unhealthy. He's gonna get himself a impeded victory. The pet is done for the count, but Wargren does end up taking him out. And there it is, boys. Wargren taking down Legionnaire Katrikan. We didn't see Cat go into defensive stance at all, and maybe like with a block or anything. I feel like Katrikan, when he's behind, probably should pop in a shield, pop block, and reduce as much damage from the pet as possible. I think it definitely would be worth. Getting a shot into Wargren by Hell Forsen. Which one is? Oh God, it's 4. Okay, Hell Forsen is 4. He's 4. Okay, that kind of works out. Vendetta coming out by the Assassin's Rogue, trying to see if he can stop revive a pet. It looks like Morgan decided, you know what, Turtle, I'm gonna get a full pet. Better than not being able to get a pet in the first place. I don't want to get interrupted. But still, Vendetta rolling on him. Hellforsen eating that stun. Big Dressigath with the Reaper Flames, but looks like Hellforsen is gonna have enough to take him out. And Witcher is gonna be the last one left on Team 2. Witcher, it's time to shine. No, Hellforsen. Nope. Wait, unless Witcher's okay with him doing it. Is he okay with him healing? He bows to him. It looks like he's okay with it. If I had to guess, it looks like he's okay with it. Otherwise, he'd be running at you. Yeah, it looks like he's okay with you getting some heals. If Metric, I guess, wants to give him some heals, that's okay. It is 3% dampening. He would be charging at you. He's waving at you. I think he's okay with it. I think he's actually alright. Yeah, like if somebody's like okay, totally do it. Otherwise, you're just getting heals with no honor. I guess in a sense, Cat got a couple of those heals. Wargren's like, no, don't heal him. I don't want to deal you like that. But it's gonna be Witcher letting the rogue get those heals, letting him at least start with an honor duel. He's like, you know what? I'm okay with it. Start at full health. I want to give you a full-on blown chance, man. And I appreciate that. I appreciate it with dudes that are okay with it, man. Makes honor duels more enjoyable. Bladestorm coming out onto Hellforsen. There's gonna be quite a bit of damage though, with Witcher going in for the big avatar, with Warbreaker doing quite a bit of damage. Needs to catch up to Hellforsen again. Does hit him with a slow. Hellforsen's slows with poisons are still pretty major. Getting a shot onto Witcher, doing quite a number of damage. Vendetta available very, very soon. Has evasion, but Witcher does have overpower, which should do quite a bit of damage to Hellforsen nowadays. I think overpower actually does do decent damage now. Vendetta onto Witcher should be a lot of damage for the rogue. Does drop down the banner in case there's kidney shots to follow. I think it was a trinket off of disarm, and the Witcher doesn't really have a lot of self heals with wound poison and 30% dampen. It's going to be rough. Parry available for Witcher. Does get the Warbreaker. Does Hellforsen have anything to play here? No Vendetta, no nothing. Cloak of Shadow is all he has. Needs to maintain the poisons and dots on Witcher. As long as Witcher does not get the big execute smoke bomb available, maintain the dots. You might be okay. Witcher walking away. Is he going to go for a charge? Maybe, potentially. He's going to get himself a little bit of like ignore pain. Kidney shot into Witcher. Trinkets. Oh my god, Witcher was going to go down with commanding shot falling off at the last second. But at least he landed that execute. Hellforsen still getting that kill though. That's about as good as the duel could end, honestly, boys. Katrikan capping out too. Hellforsen getting 2 kills. And let's see when Witcher getting at least 1 in there, dude. Gave the rogue an honor duel, and it came down to just 1-1, both going down, both warriors of equal measure. I think Hellforsen might have even had all the defenses too. I think he went through evasion and everything. So I don't know if he missed any cooldown. If he was missing a cooldown, I think he would have won that for 100% and got away scot-free. But the dots, dude, just kind of like, oh, dots do the work, and he did it. I like watching that kind of games. Alrighty, boys. Alrighty. Are we done, Scheme? Are we done? Yo, I actually had a lot of fun with these. These are different. And I think these are going to be maybe more fun once we lose essences, traits, and just level 60 Battle for Azeroth. I mean, Shadowlands, right? But this is fun. I think this is more fun than Corruptions. This is more fun than Corruptions. When Shamans in his duels called Tickle. Yo, Shamans are getting mana drain of these, dude. Gonna go on a Fury, I'll leave it up to your sanity. I'll see. True and gain Covenants. Yeah, Covenants too. Conduit, Soul Binds, all that. So it'll be very interesting. It's going to be a different game for certain. It's going to be a similar game, but there's definitely going to be some things that are different. I'm hoping for a variety of builds, man. And I'm hoping there'll be less of like trinkets, or I'm really hoping Covenants themselves don't do like an astronomical amount of damage, you know what I mean? Like right now there's certain Covenants that are just doing blasting damage, dude. Amazing amounts of damage. And I'm hoping it won't come to that. But yeah, what's with the Shiv? Looks like a Toxic Blade. Yeah, so Shiv is actually based on for rogues, and for assassination it's Toxic Blade. Like it doesn't do that much damage in the pit, but it will make the enemy take more nature damage, like 20% more. So that's a baseline instead of having to talent into a Toxic Blade. But that's Shiv. A Shiv can be used by all rogues. If you have a Crippling Poison, it will add a slow to an enemy. If you have a Mind Numbing Poison, it can remove an enrage from an enemy. So not Mind Numbing, but a Numbing Poison. Numbing Poison reduces your auto attack or attack speed and cast speed by 15%. Not as good as a Warlock Curse with a Curse of Weakness or Curse of Tongues, but it covers all the bases, and it's pretty good, I guess, in that regard. But yeah, Toxic Blade and Shiv are basically the same thing. For Assassin, it's actually part of rotation. The other specs, you don't need to use it as much, but to like Shiv, just slow somebody and run away from them is kind of nice. And Shiv in PvE to take off enrage from mobs is also kind of cool. I haven't got to try it. Because I've been trying to play alts in dungeons, but I need to do a dungeon on my main rogue and try to see how Shiv and Rage works. Like in with what's that dungeon? Halls of Atonement. It seems that PTR Mortal Strike gives you 50% heal reduction. Sharpened Blades keeps it at a 50%. I don't know. No, so Mortal Strike on PTR is 50% against dungeon like so they increase the amount of Mortal Strike effect. So Blizzard has increased the amount of healing reduction you do in PvE. So I guess like dungeon mobs, raid mobs, PvE targets, you actually have a higher healing reduction. So Mortal Strike is 50% reduction for a boss. But I think in PvP it's still down to 25. So it doubles outside of PvP and it goes back to the original inside of PvP. So rogues with wound poison, or I guess rogues with slaughter, I think will have even more healing reduction and healing leech from an enemy. Wound poison gives you more healing reduction. Pets for hunters with mortal strike effect do more healing reduction. In PvE, I guess PvE mobs, it's a lot stronger of a debuff. Probably because there's going to be some dungeons and some raids where a boss does actually do a little bit of self-heal. Like there's one right now in the, I don't know if PTR shows up or not. Let me see if I can find it. No, they don't have the new raid yet. So in PTR pre-patch in Castle Nothrium, there's this big blue like tall giant alien thing. I don't really know what it is. It's like a anima monster. It just goes into give anima the big old suck. So in that fight, at some point when he reaches like max energy, he will start draining health from everybody, and that will actually heal him. So I guess having a class that can put up a Mortal Strike before that, like a rogue with a slaughter, or like a arms warrior who just Mortal Strikes the boss and then it starts to drain, it will reduce the amount of healing the boss does, because the boss will do healing. So it's like I think it won't really be necessary to have a Mortal Strike effect. Maybe the first time people kill it on Mythic it'll be kind of necessary, but I don't think it'll be needed, right? Like a hunter with a Mortal Strike effect pet could probably just like send the pet and send it over there, because you'll have to run away from the boss. The closer you to him, the more he drains out of you. The further you are, the less he drains, but he still will drain a portion of health. So I guess in that fight it'll be kind of useful. You've seen Alien Shaman's beta one-shotting? Yes, I have seen it. It looks like a lot of fun. It's some MM action. We actually did have a Marksman Hunter one-shot a priest today. That was kind of nutty. You know, right is there. You could just see, you can see the full journal on PTR. Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Okay, I didn't. I'm dummy. So this guy, he has an attack that's called like Hunger Overwhelm, I think. Maybe Volatile Ejection, Overwhelm, Hunger and Strikes, Grow and Hunger. No, it's Expunge maybe? Consume? I think it's Consume. Begins to devour all nearby energy, pulling players towards their location and leeching health. So you'll actually gain health. So having a Mortal Strike effect on this boss is going to be kind of nice. I think Sun King Salvation, there's some mobs that can do some kind of a heal. Artificer, I don't think there's any. Huntsman, I don't think there's one. Shickwing, I don't think it heals. I know that the Stone Legion has some healing stuff about it. I don't know if it's like boss heals or whatever. I think the bosses do have some heal. Council Blood, I don't think has heals. I think Lady Nerva has a heal. Something that heals. Sludge Fist, I don't think heals. Siren North is probably heals. Yeah, so they just want to make like, I'm pretty sure there's some dungeon mobs too, right? Some Venthyr dungeon mobs that have like some sort of a heal mechanic. Like in Halls of Atonement, I think maybe Lord Chamberlain has a heal. I think maybe she has a slight heal. And I think maybe... No, she doesn't heal. I don't think they heal. This guy might... I really don't know. Yeah, there's probably some mob that actually does have some kind of a health like consumption or something somewhere. Hell, maybe Tyrna. I think... Doesn't Tyrna... Wait, actually Tyrna does have a heal. This boss heals. So every time he gets low enough health, he'll... he'll use the ability of consumption where he'll he'll start eating a cocoon of Lakai, cause an enemy to erupt from them. While it occurs, will launch missiles and aim to random location enemies. And I think that consumption actually does heal. Consume target cocoon of Lakai, consume an enemy to erupt. I think it does actually heal him. I don't think it says anything about it healing, but I think it does heal him. Or it used to. It has a shield absorbing damage. Shield is active, consumes depleted cocoon, causing erupt to anima. Anima rejection. Like nature damage, anima shedding. Yeah, okay, maybe they took away the heal, but I'm pretty sure you used to heal at some point. So it won't be like, maybe even Plaguefall has some heals, but it won't be necessary to bring a Mortal Strike. But if you do, for certain fights, it could be useful, I guess. I don't know. I think Blizzard wanted to make Mortal Strike like it doesn't have a big impact in PvE, so you might as well just make it like super strong. So maybe there'll be some situations where you like want to bring at least one class of Mortal Strike. This could help somebody, let's say, wants to play Warrior in a guild, and they're like, well, we keep you around for the buff, but it's like, well, now some fights we might want to play Arms because you bring the Mortal Strike effect. I don't know. As a group, you disbanded? Yeah, we're both sleeping. Thanks for the last one anyway. Alright, boys. Thank you so much for coming by, man. Appreciate all of you. My Lord Pala. Oh, my goodness. Why are you human? You're also getting kicked out of here, aren't you? You got yeeted out of here, didn't you? Hold on, bud. I'll come over here. What if I come over here? Yeah, I'll come out front, dude, where the bear's at, okay? I'll come out front, because I'm pretty sure he gets kicked out when he goes in here. I just saw him last second, dude. Yo, out here, dude. Right outside where the stream is at, where the bears are at, dude. You can say hello. Your chance right now. I don't know where it kicks you out to, but there it is, dude. Don't want to say hello, you're more than welcome to. Yikes, that's a big hit. Holy shit, dude. That's a big hit. That's probably because it has like low health than me, right? Lower item level, lower level. Has to be, dude. There's no way. There's just no way. Alright, I don't see him. Maybe we're phase or something. But yeah. Thank you boys so much for coming by to the stream though. I do appreciate you. Super fun hanging out with all of you guys though. I think the PTR duels were actually kind of successful. I think I'll ask you guys on Discord if you want to see, or ask in YouTube in the comment section to see if anybody else wants to if everybody else wants to do it too. Oh hey, there's Miller Pal. Hi there, my man. Great. How you doing, my mans? Playing as Alliance, I see. Same Mog, I do like it though. You look better as a Blood Elf. I like how you did the blue eyes here as well. You do look better as a Belf though. You do look better as a Belf. Are you gonna play, I know you're Horde, but you could actually now play Void Elf as a Belf, couldn't you? Or Velf? It look the same way, man. PTR does so much better, just hope they fix Shaman Mana next week. Yeah, definitely, if you guys are on PTR right now, report a bug. Shamans in PvP have some weird mana drain. Unable to use any abilities. Yeah, the more of you guys report a bug, because Blizzard is pretty good at listening to feedback. At least I feel like this expansion they've been pretty good at it. Report that bug if you can, and that might help them out at some. I was Witcher, hopefully we could do it next time. What's up, Jackie? How you doing, my man? Was that your name? Was that your name actually Witcher in Japanese? Is that what it was? That's fucking cool if that was. Although it looked pretty it looked like not katakana, not hiragana, kanji. It looked like kanji, so that could be like I'm pretty sure Witcher would have been like, maybe there's an actual word for it too, but I would have thought it would be in a katakana. Man-eating bug, lol. Dude, it literally is a man-eating bug. It's kind of like, it's so sad. Dal put PvP on. Oh my god, dude, I'm horde. I would have to go to Augur mode to do that. They really should make it, they really should add more areas where you can turn on war mode and turn it off. Like, big capital cities like Legion Dalaran, Wrath of Lich King Dalaran, Shatrath, shit like that, you know what I mean? Was the first thing playing the intro? I think the link to it should be in every one of my videos. Should be a link to the intro, a link to the song. If you want to peep it, Matt. If you want to peep that. But yeah. Anyway, boys, I'm gonna call it here. Thanks so much for coming by. I got some videos to work on, but this was a lot of fun, man. I'll ask in the YouTube chat to see what they want to do. If they want to do more PTR, or if they want to do live server duels. But we'll see, man. We'll see. Link doesn't work for me, says video unavailable. Oh. Well, I wouldn't know what to do about that at this point, if the video isn't available. Or if the song link isn't available. Oh, Crane got it. There we go. Have a good night, what's up? Can't drop game. Appreciate you, my man. Appreciate you, dude. Hope you guys have a good one. Have yourself a great one. Thank you so much for joining me, PTR. There's a good chance we'll be doing more of these. We'll be doing a lot of PTR duels before the pre-patch, and once pre-patch hits, I think we're gonna do them on live. So we'll do them like we normally would. But yeah, thank you so much. Hopefully we'll have more duels in the future on this. This is kind of fun seeing EU and NA being able to compete against each other for a bit. It's kind of enjoyable. But yeah, take it easy, boys, and I'll see all of you next stream. Peace.